Welcome back, everyone, to the Legends of Thoriane. Where we left the group off last, they had gotten themselves into a monster of a fight. Literally, they were fighting a giant Frankenstein-like monster. They were taking some hefty damage, but at the same time, dealing a hefty amount of damage towards this creature after they found out its weakness being the pipes on its back. So, jumping right back into the fight, so that we don't lose any more time, we're going to start off with Flinny Boy.
Hey, what's up? Alright. I would like to use my healing spirit of Sir Arthur to Azazel. He has 60 feet of movement. Alright, cool. So, Azazel, you're going to heal. Oof.
Give it to me straight, Doc.
Only 5.
Well.
Right, if I more than half.
Okay.
What you doing?
Alright. I'm going to drop concentration on healing spirit. And cast at first level Hail of Thorns.
Alright. Hail of Thorns. Yes, you're placing it on him.
It's a bonus action to cast. The next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack before the spell ends, the spell creates a rain of thorns that sprout from your ranged weapon or ammunition. In addition to the normal effect of the attack, the target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet of it must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 1d10 piercing damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. So, known previously that his dex saves are 0, he's going to fail it anyway. And because he's so large, no one else has got to make a saving throw. Because he's gargantuan. First roll. 28 to hit for the first arrow.
Hits.
33 for the second arrow.
Okay.
First damage. We're going to add Colossus Slayer and Savage Strike onto this. Where's my here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 38 points of piercing damage. And because does he need to make a dexterity saving throw?
I mean, I don't. Let's see. Check his. He can try, but the thing is, like, his dexterity is 0. Well, his dexterity is actually. Oh shit! It's actually less than that.
It's less than 0.
It's not less than 0. It's his dexterity is a 9, so it's a negative 1. So would make a dexterity check.
Okay. Then he takes an extra 7 points of piercing damage from Hail of Thorns on the first shot of damage. Second shot of damage.
Well, okay, so hold on a second.
What was the first damage?
Yeah.
Let's see. All together, 48. 48.
I thought you said it was 38.
No, 38 was with my Savage Strike, Colossus Slayer, and my normal arrow, I added another 9 to that because of Hail of Thorns. Because I rolled a 9 out of a D10.
Okay.
With me so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Second damage. Alright, that's 18 points of piercing damage. And 7 points of piercing damage from Hail of Thorns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 25 altogether?
72 total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Alright. That was my first action. Second action, fire again. 22 to hit.
Miss.
Cool. 37 to hit.
Hit. Was that a natural 20? What'd you get on that to get 37?
Oh god, I got 19 plus 18.
Okay.
That's 14 points of piercing damage from my arrow, and only 4 points of extra piercing damage from Hail of Thorns.
Sorry, you said 14 and what?
14 and 4.
14 and 4.
Nope.
That's my turn.
All right. And at the end of your turn, he is going to use a legendary action to blast one of the Tesla coils. Nope, that's not the right one. And there it is. And since he's holding on to the Tesla coil, which is how I described it in the last session, because he's holding on to the Tesla coil, and since you are on top of his hand, meaning you are right next to the Tesla coil, you automatically fail a dexterity saving throw, Angel, and you are going to take the damage. Let's see here. Damage. Tesla coil.
What's that music that I hear?
One of my roommates is playing guitar.
Oh.
So that is going to be, it's going to be 23 points of lightning damage, sir.
Alrighty.
You feeling, brother?
How you doing?
You alive?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Oh shit.
Don't you remember you gave me health last game?
I didn't think it would be that much. I thought you would be dead. Oof.
How many of these pipes do we have left? Break.
4.
4. Damn. You know what? I think I should focus my attention off this creature and go after them.
After Flame's turn, it is Barry's turn. But he is not here. And
Why don't you use those special dice you have and roll for him to attack? Huh?
Well, I'm just gonna save his turn till at the end of everybody else's. See if he pops in before them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip him then, and I'll just, again, like I said, put him at the end of everybody. So instead, it's gonna be Casper next.
Still have those stupid fucking resistances. Guess I'm just gonna hit the pipe.
Which one? All right.
Okay, so that's a 24 to hit the first one.
Yeah.
And then a 21 to hit the other.
Yeah, those both hit.
Or for each turn is what I meant.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get you.
$31
31 points of damage.
for the first turn.
Okay. Blasts of damage.
And then 26 for the second.
Gotcha.
Ooh.
You blast away at this next pipe, which is now, just as like the other ones did, starting to look extremely weak, leaking some of this black goo all over the floor and everything, but it's still holding onto its back, onto his back. So it hasn't done anything yet. And see here, and that's your turn. Okay. All right. So at the end of your turn, the creature is going to use another legendary action to use the Tesla coil again.
Ooh. Bye, buddy.
Mhm.
Bye, buddy.
Wasn't there a thing that said that he couldn't use the same? Yeah. He can't use the same one to round the row.
Oh, okay. Well then, I will take that away, but instead I will still use the legendary action, but this time I'll use it on the eye. Excuse my own fault for not following my own. I'll instead use the eye.
Casper in for the win.
So instead, I'm actually going to need you, Angel, to do a charisma saving throw for me.
Alright. That is a natural 20.
Well,
Nice.
you are good.
Nope. Just so it's there. Meh.
You live for another round.
I was just gonna say, how tall are these eyes? Because like, if he's high enough up, I doubt it would hit him.
Well, the eyes are probably movable. They probably can adjust.
The way the eyes
There we go.
they're very high up on the wall, but they're looking down this incredibly large beam of light going down to the ground.
It's like a searchlight.
Okay, just making sure.
It's like that, except if it's a little bit
I'm walking a
long,
little bit, trying to
just
make
an
it
isolated circle. So then, after Casper's turn, it's now Angel's turn.
Run away.
Fuck him up. Get out of there. Get out of there. Either fuck him up or get out of there.
I'm going to use all of my movement to go underground and pop up as close as I can to Flynn. And I'm
you're
going
on
to
his
toss
hand.
him Jack's axe as a bonus action.
Okay, well, first of all, you're going to need to move off of his hand before you can start digging underground, so...
Off of his hand? Oh, yeah.
So, let's see. I can put you right there. I'll say you are on the ground. And you can... You said, what did you want to use the rest of it for? You said?
I'm going to move all of my movement to get as close as I can to Flynn. If I need to, I'll use double. I'll dash over there, and I'm going to give him Jack's axe because I can't use it while I'm using the gloves.
Okay. Someone taking a piss?
I'm filling up my water bottle. I have a Brita filter.
He needed some water. So thirsty ass.
Man. Fluids.
You need some water, Mike Wazowski.
5,
Close as you can get.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Yeah, I can justify that. I'll dash the extra 40 feet.
All right, that'll be all of your actions, because you used your movement to get off of his hand, and then I actually had to have you, unless you wanted to use Step of the Wind, and part of that. Unless you want to use Step of the Wind and part of that, but that would be pretty much all of your actions to get there.
Well, I don't really need any actions. I'm as far as I need away as I need to be, and I'm just handing Flynn this axe.
Okay, you hand him this axe.
Hopefully, it'll give him advantage on breaking shit if he gets ballsy enough to get close enough. Or if he gets ballsy enough to throw it, maybe he'll get advantage on it because he's proficient with throwing shit.
Right.
I don't know. All I know is that I need to get the hell out of there and get that shit out of my inventory.
Well, Cody, you now have an axe that gives you advantage on breaking non-magical things, objects.
Cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Just throw it on the ground next to my feet for right now. I currently have a bow in my hand. But thanks.
It's right there.
He drops it on the ground.
Thank you.
Cries a little. That's.
I don't have time for this. He just looks at you like, what the fuck?
All right, so now he is next person to go is V. V is the next person to go.
Move up right underneath where Zazel is.
Right here.
Yes. And then I will cast Reduced. Make me Constitution save.
Yes. Come on, man. Come on.
And
come on.
What am I beating?
17.
17.
Come on. Come on.
I'm hoping too, dude.
You got a 26.
Come on. Shit.
Yeah, I figure Big Mean Ugly has high constitution, but hey, it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Alright, with that failing, I will then use my Ice Beam. I'm gonna go ahead and make my attack with it. What's it called exactly? Ray of Frost. Gotta get dice out. Nope. I rolled like a 14. Nope.
Oh.
So my turn was wasted.
It's okay, man. It's okay. It's only one
56, I
round.
think I'll back up 10 feet and end my turn.
Where did you want to go?
Back up 10 feet from where I am.
All right.
That is out of the way of the eye, correct?
Let's see. Looks like it.
Sweet. And that's all I can do?
All right. So after that, it is now Azazel's turn.
Okay, question.
Come on, Azazel.
I'm not gonna be able to do shit, I know it. But question, how high is that lightning attack that he uses, that wall that just sweeps over? How high is it?
The height on the wall of lightning that he can shoot is, let me find it, I wrote it down. I wrote it down. Okay. It's supposed to be about 30 feet in length and about 50 feet in height.
I don't know. I don't think it'll work. Because this place also has things that'll attack people who are on the ceiling, so... Okay. Move me across to where Casper was when she was on the opposite end of me.
Okay, so you want to go up then?
Yeah, go up where on the other side of where that vomit would have been, so I don't get hit by a direct attack from that. And either he's going to shoot me with lightning, and I'll draw it away, or he'll shoot all of us with lightning if I stay there, so... I'm just going to move where Casper basically was. Out of range of that vomit attack. And, let's see. Are there any... Can I see the pipes in range?
As of right now, where you're standing now, you can't see any of the pipes.
Okay. Okay. I don't think I'm... Alright, well, then I won't be able to do that. So instead, I'll just... I guess magic missile the creature.
Nice.
Alright.
Do you need to make any rolls?
Auto hit!
Oh, wait.
No, magic missile is... yeah, it automatically hits the target regardless.
Okay, give me a second here. Alright, I'm not going to waste a higher spell slot for that. Okay, I guess I'll do it at second level, so I can get 2 hits with it, and that'll be... That's 3 plus... Okay, so that's 7 points of damage.
7 points is 7 points, man. Good job.
Yeah, that's right.
It's reduced to half?
He's resistant to force damage.
Shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But
He starts, you see as his flesh kind of jiggles a little bit.
At least I got a single attack on this guy.
So Barry would be going next.
No, I still have my cantrips.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay.
Now let's see. This thing is immune to acid, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, so I can't do that. And I can't get close enough for the poison spray. And you know what? Yeah, and since Jacob made it illegal for me to use the blood puppeteer now, I can't do that. So shit out.
I was taking away the fact that it didn't require an action to use. I didn't like that, so I took that.
Yes, but you also said that I can't use it on gargantuan creatures.
You can use it on gargantuan creatures when you level up at a certain level.
And you just had to pick me out to do that.
You just.
I didn't even know it wasn't. Anyways.
That's all I can do now.
Going to very next then, since he is technically inside of this creature's hand right now. To be honest, he should actually be restrained since he's like putting himself inside the hand.
Justin says if he can move and get out of there, please get him out of there to the safest place if possible.
He can technically move, but he's still under the creature. He's inside the creature's hand. If he got out of the creature's hand, he'd still be under the hand, and so he'd still have to do a
I'm just the messenger.
I know. Well, I'll say he uses his movement, or I'll say he uses his movement to
put him on speaker, Cody.
He's probably on his way from work. I'm going to say he uses his movement to get out of the hand of the creature, since it's, and I'm going to need him to do a strength check so he can use a bonus action to maneuver himself through and out of the hand, like out from under.
What about uncanny dodge, or not uncanny dodge, but evasion? Does he have evasion yet at this level?
Yeah. I don't know, but what would evasion do from getting out from under his hand?
It wouldn't really do anything for that. Evasion just means he would take half damage if he fails a saving throw, or he would take no damage if he succeeds it. I would argue, though, that since he's made of bone and nothing but bone, he could squeeze a bit better, giving him advantage. ...
Well, that'd be a straight roll. ...
He does have evasion.
I don't know.
Probably the same reason why I haven't been using Blood Puppeteer for like several sessions.
Right, or the same reason Justin didn't know about Sneak Attack in the first place.
I thought you said you just got Blood Puppeteer when you leveled up.
I may have forgotten. I don't know. Is there shit that I can do that I just don't know about? Because it's this homebrew, and it's written down.
I'll even use my gemstone dice for Justin and his.
No, why start? Why start giving us a handout? Why don't you use your shit dice? Why don't you make me do it?
No.
Plus one. No.
You can do it.
Got a 10.
No.
Justin got a 10.
10.
Mm-hmm. His strength is a +1, which is more than what I remember.
Roll for it.
You can roll. If he's still not here next round.
Let me roll and see what I would have gotten. Oof. Oof, even worse.
He does not.
I got a 3.
He does not
I did
manage.
too.
He does not manage to squeeze out from under the creature's hand, but I will say that he is no longer inside of the creature's hand. So there is that much.
Yay!
Wait, Destin rolled a 3?
We
Hold
gotta
on.
win, guys.
I did. I rolled a 3.
Holy
She
crap.
made up for it by rolling a 17, though.
Okay.
It's a nice middle ground.
Alright, everybody. Here we go. Big Bad's turn. Here we go.
All right. So first what goes is actually the lair, and thankfully you guys are outside of the range of all the lairs. layer actions, but I will go ahead and see if any of the eyes hit you. Anybody?
Oh! Vargula!
Oof.
Oh man, I was specifically hoping to be out of the range of the eyes.
Let's see. See.
Nah, man. Where I was specifically was just as close as I could get. And when you backed up 10 feet, you went right
Well,
into
you
it.
always count your squares, buddy.
All right. Well, I just need you to do a charisma saving throw for me.
You get a different die. That one I had pulled low. Alright.
Excuse me.
Bless you, sir.
Owie! It hurts!
Be strong.
Dirty 20.
You succeed.
Yay!
You are not mesmerized. So,
Watch the pretty coin of gold and you will do as you are told.
so the creature is going to try to move. Try and move his rotate correctly. See if he can.
Get the fuck off.
And as he slams his hand onto the ground, even the radius of the shockwave from it does not hit you, Azazel. So you are safe. You're safe there. Let's see. But he is going to use his other slam attack to slam down on Barry.
Oof.
But I know he still has a reaction, so I'm going to give him the reaction of Uncanny Dodge, so he'll take half the attack damage.
Aw, that's so nice of you.
Oh, that's
have a
what
little grace here. Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah. That is a 30 to hit. Make sure. Yeah, it's 30 to hit. And I know for a fact it hits him. So do damage.
I gotta find an extension cord. I'll be right back.
Alright.
I can't believe we've barely done any damage to this thing.
You guys have done a lot more damage than you think.
Well, I'm still gonna need help destroying these other pipes on this side if any of you want flame, for example.
Yeah, I feel like going for the pipes is the best idea at the very least because that'll give us more options as far as damaging the fucker.
Yeah, because I tried killing it with all my psychic attacks, but Jacob kept rolling too high. So I'm just gonna go after the pipes now.
So he would have taken 25 points of bludgeoning damage, but because of his uncanny dodge, he instead only takes 13.
Nice.
And now for the final thing, the Titan is going to let loose a large amount of acidic vomit. Boosh, bam. And going to need the acidic vomit. Oh, it's just still the hit. So that's right. I did that right. See if he hits you guys. That's a 24 to hit, so he gets you. Dealing.
Yeah, I does.
Am I in that area?
Mm-hmm.
I'll say you're not. You're kind of like on the half point. I'll say you're not. You're fine.
Cool. Thank you.
Uh, and
While he rolls damage, who wants to see the special effects gouged out eye?
so, everybody
I would
caught
love to.
everybody caught within the acidic vomit is taking 50 points of acid damage. 40 points. Sorry. I miscalculated.
Oh, 40.
40 points of acid damage. Yes.
Ouch.
Ah, what the hell happened to your eye?
I go for the
Nice.
special effects. It's good, isn't it?
That reminds me of the special
Nice.
effects I was working on just the other day.
Classic practical effects. God, it's an old art. So, yeah, he did that. All right, he did all of his actions on his turn. So now it brings it up to Flynn's turn. What you gonna do, buddy?
Okay. First, I would like to do is 5, 10, 15, 20. Would right here get me out of the acid?
Let's see here. Yeah, I'll say that gets you out of the S because that's kind of the same place where Jill is.
Be careful, I think that's right in the middle of the eye.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm dead on that guy's hand.
Wait, what?
I was at 27 hit points. I was on the wrong angel. I went to go be sneaky. Yeah, no, I'm dead.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess instead, I just have your dead body right here instead.
Yeah.
Need to do some death save throws. Alright.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
He was looking at the wrong character sheet.
I was looking at the wrong character sheet. I was at 27 hit points when we left off last game. But the other one that I was in, because it's not in the main campaign, it didn't save its HP. I was at 70 HP. And then when it reloaded, it was back at 70 HP. So I was like, hold up, why is it doing that? So I went to the other angle and I was like, oh, that's why. I'm at 27 HP on this one. That's the one I was playing the main on. So, my bad. Sorry, guys.
Hey, you're good, man.
You're good.
This will be fun.
Still dead, no matter what. I didn't do anything important.
Hey man, you did that water effect. That helped us.
That was
Big
awesome.
delay.
Yes.
It was off. Alright, so first shot at the pipe. One Casper was shooting at.
One that Casper was shooting at.
Isn't
You can't.
Yeah, it's on the other
You can't
side.
see that one. Dude, you can't
Not-
see that one.
I've got
Not even with my sharpshooter feet. Not even with my sharpshooter feet.
Is that?
That's 3/4 cover, isn't it?
3/4 or half.
He's probably got full cover.
Yeah, and since you moved up there, it changed to full cover. I would have counted it
What
as.
about the other side?
I mean, you can shoot the pipes on the other side of his body. Or is that?
That's fine. I'll do that one.
Shoot those.
I'll do that instead. I'll shoot the other side.
Have we been attacking these other pipes?
Sure.
Or are these completely
I
full?
One
either
of them
fireball or
hasn't been
ice
hit
storm. Those ones.
Okay. Well, you and
Okay,
Casper
well-
definitely deal with the one down there, and we'll take care of these up here. And then when you're done, help us.
Alright, cool.
Well, I can
Alright.
handle the one down at the bottom.
Well,
So Flynn, go ahead and shoot the ones up there.
well, yeah, Flynn and I are definitely going to be dealing with these. Just whenever you guys get done with that one down there, come up here and help us.
Okay.
So I rolled a natural 20 on my first shot at the pipe.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm doing math.
I've got a calculator, man.
I got mine out. 46 points of damage total.
That's already doubled.
That's already doubled, yes. Okay.
Miss Pipe.
Second shot. 27 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 26 points of damage.
Another arrow. Starting to look a little rough.
Alright. Second action, third shot. Math. A 30 to hit.
Yep.
23 points of damage.
Still looking pretty
Last
good.
arrow.
But it's extremely rough looking. Black goo is now starting to leak from this pipe.
Okay. Last arrow. Nope. 13, 14, 15, 16. 31 to hit. 13 plus 18.
Yep.
Plus 23 points of piercing damage.
Well, that is literally just enough. You shoot that final arrow, making it burst and explode black goo everywhere. You hear out like and anger. So he loses another point of AC and loses 17. And yeah, I'm going to. He is no longer resistant to force damage.
Oh my god.
But during all of this, when one of the pipes breaks, he gets the. We also have this down too, but he also gets the option to do a slam attack, which he will do.
Oh shit. Bye, Angel.
By Barry.
Either one.
Or Barry.
Already dead.
Well,
Angel's already dead.
Well, he's
no,
not.
Angel hasn't done death saves.
Yeah. If he gets hit, he'll be dead.
There'll be 2 automatic fails.
Or just crushed from the weight of the sheer thing. That's okay. If some of us die in this fight, I think it'll be fine. The holder will bring us back. As long as we win in the end.
creature is going to slam down where Angel's body is. And since he's down, it's an automatic hit, dealing
If it's anything over 30 damage, he's dead.
Unconscious.
that is going to be 44 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, Angel's TKO'd. Oh, unless y'all got a diamond, he's dead. Or resurrection. Doubt it though.
Fine, bro.
Alright. Sorry about that, man.
Oh no, I already know. You made this boss
liar.
Don't worry, I'm next on the chopping block, so you won't be lonely for too long.
Y'all will be fine. Calm down.
Alright.
V, Flynn, and Casper are about to pull it out of their ass.
Alright. So that was Finn's turn. Now it would be Barry's turn again.
I'm holding my bonus action, by the way. I haven't used that in this thing, but I'm holding it.
Oh, okay. I'm holding your bonus. Gotcha. So, I'm gonna do the same thing I did last round, and I'll just put Barry at the end, so that way, if Justin comes in before then, I can just let him go. So, Casper.
Well, since it's not immune to force damage anymore.
Resistant. He was resistant to force damage.
Since I'm doing full damage now. I'm gonna use my action to hit it first because that's a 27.
Okay.
I was gonna hit the pike first, but I changed my mind.
Gotcha.
$29 points.
29 points of damage. Gotcha. And you wanted to shoot the pipe next?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's a 26.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll just do this one.
Huh?
That is 34 points.
All right. As you shoot this pipe, it explodes and black goo, as before with all the other ones, goes flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Creature lets out another angry roar and pain and anger. And he loses another point. His AC takes damage. That's right. And that. And let's see which immunity or resistance he loses.
Fire.
He loses his immunity to fire.
Fuck you. I'm gonna fucking blast this motherfucker in the face.
Do it. Do it, bro. Do it, fire bros.
Do it for me. Do it.
Finally.
And he
Do it for the one we're here in the first place for.
and as before, he gets to do a slam attack, and since Barry is right under his hand, he's gonna try to hit Barry. Yeah. But he gets his uncanny dodge again, right? 'Cause it's back in.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. So that is a 24 to hit, so that hits him. Healing. And this is halved. He's only taking 18 points of bludgeoning damage. He's still not looking too good though. They're not looking too good. So that was Casper's turn. So now, V.
Yay! Okay, first thing I'm gonna do, move 10 feet forward, away from that fucking eye. Cool. Now, do we still have that one pipe on our side?
No. All the pipes on his left side have been destroyed.
Cool. Cool.
Alright. Now you guys can come up here and help us. I think...
You could also just hit him.
Well, we should still be dealing with the pipes, though.
Right. Since I have my hovering speed, I'm going to fly the rest of my movement to the north, so that I am not in the acid.
What does it look like when you fly? Are you just hovering, or do you got rocket boots?
They're not quite rocket boots. What you see is a series of glyphs around my ankles and up my legs glow blue, and then a set of blue, almost ghost-like or hologram-like wings appear and help me fly.
What, like Hermes?
Yes.
Where did you say that you wanted to go?
North. The rest of my movement north. So 20 feet north.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, they look like holograms.
You look like Namor.
But since he's hovering, he doesn't take the damage.
No.
Precisely. And then I shall... Hey, do I have any... Can I see the other pipes yet?
Maybe the top one?
Do a perception check real quick for me.
That is an 18.
You kind of see part of one of them, which would be the next one in the three. You kind of see part of that one, but his shoulder and his shoulder flab and part of his upper arm is kind of in the way. So if you tried to shoot it, it'd be a disadvantage.
Cool, that's all I needed. I have 150 feet and a fireball ready.
Nice.
So anything within 20 feet of that one pipe that I can see, boom. It's gonna take 8d6 damage.
No. Fireball.
Precisely. As he narrows his eyes at the one spot and points, and you all watch the small little, he does the finger gun thing, but it's just an itty bitty little spark flies out, lands, and all of a sudden engulfs shit in flame. That is 34 damage to any of those shit.
Flynn whispers, "Show off."
Oh, bro. No, I forgot to do the description for my ice storm, which would have been an even better show off. It was me. It was okay. He would have made a ball of ice in his hand, chucked it, and it would have flown to wherever the fucking 400 feet I wanted it to, and then just turned into this cylinder of an ice storm that just swirled and destroyed shit around it.
You said that fireball hits both of the pipes, or is it hitting him and the pipe?
It's hitting the pipe primarily, and any other pipes it can get within 20 feet. Whether or not it hits him, I don't think it matters because he's still immune to fire.
He's not immune to
He's
fire.
not.
He lost that immunity.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Dope.
That's why I said fireball that bitch.
Yeah. He'll take the damage too then. Him and the pipes if possible.
So 36 to both?
Yes, 36 to both. And he has to make the dex save if he has to, but guess what? No dex save, so flat.
Ha 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 ha.
And then what I would like to do is I'm going to point at him, his finger. Specifically the finger that has berry on it. And I am going to try and freeze bolt that thing again.
Well, it's not. Barry is underneath his palm. He's not underneath the finger.
Well, yeah, but hitting the finger, I assume, would affect the palm.
It might reach a little bit to the palm, yeah.
Okay. And I will cast my Ray of Frost, and I will hit with an 18 plus 9.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ow. 3d8 damage. Let's see here. 2, 8, 14. 14 cold damage, and that hand is got its movement speed reduced by 10 feet. Hopefully that helps Barry get out from under there a little bit, as it is frosted open again.
How much did you say again?
14.
14. Gee.
And that would be my turn for now.
Ooh.
And as V's turn ends, Azazel's turn begins.
Alright, I'm gonna fire blast this guy in the face at 7th level.
Nice.
And then saving my 7th level spells just in case.
Roll to see if you hit him, right? With that one?
Do I? I don't think so.
Is that one I rolled to?
No, you have to roll a dex, but if you fail, you take half damage.
No, if I succeed.
Oh, succeed, my bad.
Okay, well, I mean,
And you are in range because it's 150 feet.
yeah, I mean, I assume that he's in range. It's a 7, so he failed.
Yeah, you take 47 points of damage. Fine.
Fire!
Oh, you're not going to use your resistance on his spells?
Got the kill.
I'm not gonna use my what?
I don't think it works that way.
Please tell me you got that.
Oh,
Technically, you could have used a resistance to be like,
Y'all
I'm gonna
need to shut
succeed
up.
the dexterity saving throw anyway.
not
I'm
if
trying to get him to waste them.
not if someone still has a banishing arrow.
Cody, please.
Hey, let's not talk about that. We're talking about how I'm dead and Azazel just like melted your face, bro.
You'll use a resistance for his spells. Or for my spells, but not his.
I gotta save it, okay?
That's just the way it goes.
You could definitely use them now.
What else are you doing, Azazel?
Well, let's see. Okay, is he still immune to acid?
Yes,
Then
he's still in.
Then no, I can't do anything else. I'm just going to go.
I'm just gonna tell you this right now. He's not going to lose his immunity to acid or lightning.
Okay. Then that's all I have for
Yeah,
cantrips.
losing immunity to lightning would kind of suck for him.
That's all my cantrips
Kill
are.
himself.
All my cantrips are fire-based, acid-based, and lightning-based, but control flame will not do anything at this moment, so I can't do anything.
You could potentially use control flame when I use a fire spell to like.
Well,
harness
it
that
doesn't work
flame.
on magic fire.
Doesn't work on magical flame.
Right. Somebody make a spark happen.
Just like get some like twigs and rocks. Go.
There's enough metal there that I feel like we should be causing non-magical sparks to bounce off bookings.
I mean,
What did he say?
technically,
Flint's
somebody's
smoke,
clothes could
doesn't
be
have
on
a
fire
flint.
from the electricity.
We just have to light one of ourselves on fire.
Yeah,
Anyway,
That's so simple.
this is.
I vote for Angel since he's already.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
And then I can shoot him like the Human Torch. Just grab the whole body.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead
Technically,
and
that would heal me.
as Barry, he's gonna go ahead and try to squeeze himself from under the hand of the creature since it's frozen a little bit. I'll give.
It's like that light layer of frost you see in anime that makes people kind of slow moving for a minute.
There's the DC. And
18.
his strength was +1, so yeah, 18.
Corresponding? Are you like trying to keep him there, or does he just make the save?
He makes it. He's using his movement and his strength to get out from under the hand. So I will put him right here. He's no longer in the hand, and used an action to do that, and use that. So as I'm sure he would, I'm gonna go ahead and use his bonus action to dash so he can get farther away.
You should come hang out with me. I'm not getting hit by anything.
Put him right there. And I will. Does he have any more actions left? Just 2 attacks per action.
Use his movement and his bonus action.
And his action to. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he did everything that he can do. And with that, I'm going to have the Titan use one of his legendary actions to see if this Tesla coil hits you. No, not just to see if it hits anybody. And it's only the one that's closest to the Titan, like that's in front of him, that's in the acid right now. That's the only one I'm activating. Well, actually, no. I'll just use this thing. Oh. Nope, not the whole thing. Just the one layer. There we go. Okay, doesn't hit it
Woo, for being a hair's reach.
Alright, so now it is the Titan's turn again. Passive for right now. And he is going to try and move his arm.
Getting pretty close to you there, Zazel.
All I need is a few more good hits on this guy.
That is within 20 feet for the shockwave radius. That is a 33 to hit, so that the shockwave hits you. Healing.
This might be it.
Hey, the dungeon master.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask a question?
What is the question?
Can I use my held bonus action?
Hit me with a banished arrow so I survive.
No.
Oh.
But it would work.
Alright, I'm going to use my last martial adapt and try to do a disarming attack. Technically, he's not holding any weapons, but I want to see if I can't falter him to kind of lessen the damage on Azazel by shouting at him and hitting him with an arrow.
Distract him enough that his hand is slightly off.
Yeah.
Okay. You can try. Go for it.
Very
Okay, that's a 33 to that's a 33 to hit with 17 points of piercing damage from my arrow and another 5 points of piercing damage from Hail of Thorns. He needs to make a strength saving throw of all things. DC 18.
Is that a magical attack?
Would that be magical?
No.
Because it's technically just an arrow.
The saving
It's
throw
just
would
an arrow.
The saving throw would be magic because that is a spell used on the arrow.
Okay. So then
Is it a spell? I thought he was just shooting him.
But if it's martial
No,
adept and therefore
it's a martial adept from the fighter feat I got. You learn 2 maneuvers of your choice from among the available in the Battle Master archetype fighter in the fighter class. If a maneuver you choose requires you a target to make a saving throw to resist the maneuver's effect, the saving throw DC is 18. You gain 1 superior die per short rest, which is a D6 that is used to fuel your maneuvers.
yeah, that's not magical. That's he has to.
So
make
it's
a
just a
saving throw.
maneuver.
Okay. So yes, the Titan actually fails the saving throw. Actually, he fails the strength saving.
Oh!
Natural 1.
Natural 1?
Mhm.
Do I get an attack of opportunity off of it?
No,
Do I?
Oh,
that was a saving throw. That was not an attack on him. So no.
that's true.
Go back
That's
to
true, but still it's a natural 1. That's
But
a
he does
natural
lose an
1, though.
arm.
I probably...
You
No,
need some sort
no,
of
It's
damage.
a
It's
natural 1, so you
DM.
actually get some credit.
Mhm.
Just take what you get.
So cut that in half twice.
Severed a freaking artery and now his
Cut it in half again.
freaking nervous system piece and now his arm is useless.
9.
So instead of taking what would have been 37 points of damage, Azazel, you instead take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Then I survive.
Yes.
Good job, Cody. I wasn't expecting that to work.
Me either. Thanks.
Well, I can't use
Can't use that again.
No, and I can't use my blood magic on getting a spell slot back, so I won't be able to do that now. But I still can use fireball.
I actually forgot that time. Anyways. Ow. Anyways. There.
Don't be mad at me. I'm sorry. I had to save my party members.
Is that range?
20. He's within range.
Oh.
So, yeah. So now he's going to do a slam attack with his other arm against UV, but it's only a shockwave. So, let's see. Yeah, that hits. That's going to be a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Does the shockwave hit him if he's hovering? Because he's not touching the ground.
That's true.
That's...
Or
Ooh.
maybe like half, because it's still a vibration thing.
How violent are those vibrations?
Very violent vibration.
Casper coming and saving our bacon.
Okay.
So you are going to be taking instead of 50, you are taking 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm okay with that.
And finally, he is going to use his electric burst
Yep, here it goes.
and shoot his arms all the way across the screen. Yeah.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting that.
And Flynn. So it gets V, Zigzal, and Flynn. Let's see.
Sorry about
Does a 16 hit anybody?
Let me double check.
No.
I can't remember.
Not
Miss.
a bit.
Hold on.
I
Miss.
think that hits his Azazel.
Yeah, because I'm a wizard.
Isn't it
Yeah.
like a 13?
No.
Okay, so the electric wall actually only hits Azazel.
You just see me standing there and hovering, and I just kind of hold up my boots. Wow. Goes around me.
Flynn does a
Lightning.
badass kickflip around it.
This lightning that this creature is emanating is getting weaker and weaker.
Does that mean it doesn't do as much damage?
No, it still does the same amount of damage.
It's getting weak, guys. It does the same amount of damage.
So I'll be right
I
back,
can't
guys.
say anything, I'm dead.
Okay, doke.
I'm dead too. How much damage did you do, Jacob? I guarantee it got me.
He dropped a dice.
I dropped my die.
I hope it went into a vent.
So.
No, because he's dead. He's not.
He dead. Okay.
He was like unconscious.
Yeah, he failed.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Oh god. Yeah, he.
Angel's too.
No
Yeah.
worries.
Angel's too close to not be dead by now.
Well, no, I knew he was dead. It was a separate.
Yeah, no, I was supposed to be dead as soon as that freaking lightning thing hit.
Yeah. So that is 37 points of lightning damage.
So yeah, I'm definitely dead. Or well, I'm unconscious.
Well,
All right. Well, that is the end of the Titan's turn, bringing it back up to the very top again.
Hey, that's me. Alright, I'd like to use my movement, going 20 feet right back down where I was. I'll make it 15 instead of 20 this time. Make it 15. Yeah, right there. Perfect. I still have sight of the 2 pipes on that side, correct?
Yes.
Cool. Think, Flynn, think. Alright, first thing I'm going to do, as my first action, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at first level on myself. Okay. Not too bad. Okay. Second thing I'm going to do, which requires no action for my features and traits as a fighter. Sorry, it does take an action. It takes a bonus action, which is fine. I'll use a bonus action to cast Second Wind on myself. Which nice. I'll take it. 9 plus 6, so we'll just do 9. And then 6. Okay. For my second action, I will fire Vinspar at one of the pipes. First arrow, 36 to hit.
Okay.
17 points of piercing damage. That's with the Hail of Thorns.
This is on the pipe, right?
Correct. The pipe. For my second shot on my action, arcane shot, banishing arrow.
On him?
On him, natural 20, bringing it to a total of 38.
All right.
He takes. Hang on, it's going to take me a second. I'm going to add some Colossus Slayer, some Savage Strike into this. Hail of Thorns, plus my arrow. South is... What is 51 times 2?
That'd be 102.
That's 102 from Colossus Slayer, Savage Strike, my normal arrow, plus the 1d10 of Hail of Thorns, plus another 2d6 of force damage from Banishing Arrow, which brings it to 9. So 9 times 2 is 18. So 102 plus 18 is
120.
That's 120 points of damage, sir. And I need a charisma saving throw DC 18 for banishing.
Well,
This is suspenseful as fuck.
two things are going to happen. A, he's going to use his last legendary resistance and succeed. And B, he's going to use his reaction to use Revenge Critical
Revenge critical.
and take half of that much damage that you just did to him and deal it back to you as lightning damage.
So what is the half of that? 60?
Yep. Wait, what was it? That would be...
Half of 120 is 60, guys.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. So you take 60 points of lightning damage.
Ow.
What are you doing?
Ow.
Sorry, I'm dead. The only thing I can do is go.
Ow. 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 That's my turn. Ow.
Are you dead?
Nope. I'm alive.
What's your health at, man?
35 right now.
All right. Well, the Titan's going to use a legendary action to shoot the eyes. Let's see. And I'm going to try to shoot the one that the berry is.
If I don't make it, guys, at least the legendary resistances are gone now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Fuck them up.
I understand.
Present saving throw for
That's
berry.
the plan, Stan.
All right. Barry failed his charisma saving throw, so Barry is now mesmerized for 5 turns unless someone uses an action to wake him up. Which he's technically stunned, so he just can't do it.
What can we do with your character who's not here?
It's just,
Not being able to do anything.
oh no. Yeah, no. Either way, it just kind of, this also helps move the game along a little bit better.
Right? At least he's not dead.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sorry, Angel. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, I'm fine with it. Hopefully, at the end of this, when you guys win, I get to come back. But I doubt
You
it.
get to come back. You're fine.
I do not hate you. I do not.
I'm kidding. I know.
All right, so Casper, your turn.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up. I didn't do this to waste it.
He didn't take 60 points of lightning damage for nothing.
That was one powerful arrow. Holy shit.
Use your strongest attack.
That's not. Don't do that. That's cheating.
Do it.
She was looking at what he's bad at.
I already knew what he was bad at. I was just checking the actual.
It's a foolish mistake to let one of your players in the same room as you.
Well, I'll argue when she's my girlfriend. Oh.
That's that.
Rookie mistake.
I hate doing ones that are saving throws.
I'm back. Did I miss a turn?
We all died.
Flynn almost died.
I hit the creature. I almost died. Like, I'm very, very low. I'm almost dead. I hit the creature with a natural 20 and got up to 162 for something. No, 160 points of damage.
No, 120.
What?
120 points of damage.
Yeah, 120. Yeah, 120 points of damage and took 60 right back. And then he used his last legendary resistance on my banishing arrow.
Nice.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna use slow again, or try to at least. So that's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. What DC do I have to beat?
17.
17.
That does not count.
Yeah. It's-
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does, we counted that 117 before. Natural 20.
Well, slow don't work.
What you doing now?
I'm gonna shoot
You
him.
said the 19 didn't count, so I guess the natural 20 then.
He said what he said.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna shoot him.
All right, shoot him. Do it.
So 24.
To hit? Yeah, that hits. Man. Landing these extraordinarily powerful, forceful hits on the creature. This time, hitting him. And though his flab ripples, this time you can start seeing bruises on him. He's looking pretty bad. All right. V. What's the plan, Stan?
Alright, the plan is as follows. He's no longer immune to fire, right?
Nope.
Cool. I am going to cast Heat Metal on his faceplate. There's no saving throw, there is no attack roll. It just happens. And if it's an item they're holding or wearing, they would make a con save or drop it. However, if it doesn't drop it, which he cannot drop his faceplate, then he has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn. At which point, I can choose to activate this again as a bonus action.
All right. You got me.
So, first 2d8 fire damage, just because it happens. And by the way, I can move out of range of the spell, like to cast, and the effect still goes off because it doesn't say if you break the range, then it breaks the spell. So,
Okay.
so let's see here.
Got
That's 12 fire damage on this turn. And I will go ahead and use my bonus action this turn to try and blast him. Actually, no, I'm going to use my movement first to move up a little bit, just behind Azazel, and then back up. Yeah, and then back once again, so there's a space right in between us.
Okay. Let's see here. So, right here.
Correct.
Okay.
And from there, I should be able to see the other types. How are they looking?
One of them's looking a little weak. The other one's still looking pretty sturdy.
Alright, I'll aim for the sturdy one and try and get a general, like, softness going on with my fire blast. My firebolt. That is a 15 plus 9.
It's
Cool. 3d10 damage. Give me a second to dig out my d10. That is... oh shit, 21 damage. I rolled max on 2 of my dice, and minimum on the other.
Little pipe.
Yeah, for the pipe. As V just kind of points to his face and says, let me think of something interesting. Points to his face and says, melt, I guess. And it just starts blaring red.
Yeah, I was about to say, as you heat his metal mask, glowing a bright red, you see as his hands lift up a little bit, as he starts growling and yelling out in pain.
Attacks on his end have disadvantage, every single one. You're welcome, party.
Got him. Got him.
So that's about all.
I'm still glad you guys are gonna beat this guy. Come on, you
hold
guys
up.
got this.
Hold up. Can I take back that 1 extra foot of movement I moved? I would like to stay behind Azazel. I do not want to be in the path of that fucking eye.
He wants a meat shield.
There we go. And I think that's all I can do on my turn, currently.
All right then. So, Azazel, it's your turn. What's your first death saving throw?
Alright, let me see. Fail.
Fail. Gotcha. All right. So, layer action. He is going to let the Technos recoils explode. Let's see if those hit anybody. Probably won't, but let's see. Bam, bam, bam. Everybody's out of reach. So that's good for you guys. Alright. And now for his turn, he is going to slam his hand down again where it already is, and since his attacks are now at disadvantage, roll twice, take the lower number.
Well, how pointless.
So that's a 30 to hit anyways. And you'll be damage from the attack.
Wait a minute, did I miss something? Did Angel die? I don't see him on the map.
Yeah, he died a while
I
ago.
died.
Yes.
Oh.
He
yes.
died.
Angel,
Died.
Angel died at the very beginning. I was using the wrong
What's wrong?
character sheet, and I was at 27 HP. So the original lightning that I took at the very beginning of the start of this game, I died.
Knocked you down. Okay, I got you. My
And that is-
bad.
And then the hand kind of like squished me, so I'm dead.
Right. Damn.
22 points.
That is going to be 22 points of bludgeoning damage from the shockwave of the hand slam.
Is that half because I'm floating?
Yeah, that is it halved.
Okay.
Oh, so it needs to be half. You're still floating?
Yeah, I'm still floating.
So V takes half of that, but Azazel takes 22 points of damage. Ugh, 22 points of damage.
Wait, I took damage from something? What was
No,
that?
an auto. Yeah, that's an auto fail. One fail because it's not an actual. Wait, no, is this a melee attack? If it's a melee attack, then it's 2 death save fail. If it's a melee attack.
What it hit me? I looked away for a second.
It was the shockwave from the slam attack.
Is that a...
But doesn't it need to do a certain amount of damage before it causes a failed death?
No.
No.
Just as long as you hit them, it causes that.
Oh.
Attacks against you while you're unconscious have advantage, and if they hit, they're an auto crit. And if you get hit by a crit, then it's 2 death saves failed.
Yeah.
I didn't get hit by a crit, but I got hit with 40 points of damage.
So since he got hit with that
Would you
I
say
was gonna
that's...
say
That's
typically
one
it's 10 points per saving fail. So if he does over 30 points of damage, it's an insta kill. But if he hits like a natural 20, I'm instantly dead anyways.
that was 22 points of damage. So
was that 2 deaths saving throws?
10
or
points
one?
per save?
I
It's
think so.
if it's a melee attack. If it's a melee attack, and this is a melee attack.
Would you consider a shockwave from a melee attack to be a melee attack?
Me personally, I wouldn't. That's up to the dungeon master.
Because that feels like an area in effect.
Hold up. Did he roll disadvantage on that attack?
He did roll
Yeah,
disadvantage.
he did.
Damn, okay, never mind.
Still got 30. Still got 30.
Nah, I'm gonna be a dick. That kills you.
Alright.
Wow.
I see this happen as the body just flaps limply against me, and I go,
He
"Oh,
literally
not
built this
again."
laboratory to kill us, and you guys are mad.
I told you this is a fuck you, Jacob moment. I told you guys. Fuck you, Jacob.
I mean, like, how is it looking? Like, is it looking pretty trashed?
Oh, this guy's
He's
looking.
pretty soft.
He's looking extremely rough, with his skin melting, bruises all over his body, he's pierced from arrows and getting punched by force damage and getting seared by fire damage. He is getting hurt.
And at this point, his brain possibly melting because of my fucking heat metal.
And he still gets to do another slam attack, but actually, let's see how close Barry is. Nope, Barry's too far away. So he slams his other hand on the ground, but the shockwave can't hit anybody. So that doesn't work. But he will, however, do this instead. He's going to use his electric burst. Oop, not that way.
I was gonna say, does it push us?
And hits Flynn and V. That electric burst.
Isn't this attack at disadvantage?
It's a disadvantage. I'm rolling at disadvantage. So that is a 17 to hit.
Fuck you, dungeon master.
Okay, that would hit me, but shield.
Is it? I thought it was a plus 15.
No, that one's a plus 14.
Oh.
All right. Well. All right. Okay. Okay. Well, that doesn't do anything then. You lucky bastards. So.
Flynn's over here dodging lightning. I'm just holding out my hand like fucking Magneto. Just wow. Cool. I'd like to think that I make a fucking bubble in the lightning bolt wall, and Flynn just dodges through that. Like, woo.
Hole in the wall.
With his button.
It's a hole in the wall. It's a dirty free for all. You know.
That's his turn. Bringing it back up to Flint.
Oh. Joy. Shit. What do I do?
Keep shooting it.
Shoot him. That is my go.
First shot.
Kill yourself. You're kind of fucked up.
First action. First shot. Yeah, here we go.
It sounded like he said kill himself.
You gotta
thought
have
that's
like
what you
a
said,
flame
too.
or something.
I said heal him.
36 to hit.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hang on. I'm going to add Savage Strike and Colossus Slayer to this first shot, plus Hail of Thorns. Let's see. 15, 16, 17, what's 15 plus 19?
45.
No.
Oh,
34?
Oh, okay, good. Oh, yeah, 34.
34.
I don't know how I'm
that's
doing
the first amount of damage for the first arrow. Second arrow. 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits him.
Okay. Let's see, that's 14 plus Hail of Thorns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 19 points of damage. 19 points of piercing damage on the second arrow. Second action, third shot. 37 to hit. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 22 points of piercing damage.
All right. And as you shoot this third arrow, boom, blasting through his face mask into past the face mask into his head, you hear one final woo as he lets down both his his body just collapses onto the floor.
Once again, I'd like to imagine it hits the fucking melting place mask and kind of indents the damn thing all the way through the back of the skull.
I was actually going to say, as his body falls onto the ground,
Kills everyone.
The Tesla coil goes through where his neck would be, piercing his neck, and another thing killing him.
Right. Is it dead yet? Is it dead yet? Do we want to turn it into complete nothing before we leave? I mean,
Yes, please. Please do that before you guys.
Flynn has one more action.
You want to shoot one more arrow?
I'll shoot one more arrow. Fuck it, right? Okay, yeah, one more arrow. One more arrow. Last arrow, just to make sure.
double tap.
Natural 20. Natural 20.
All right, revenge critical.
Yes, splatter that.
It was faking.
Hang on. It's not gonna be that much. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 48 points
As
of damage.
lets loose another arrow, piercing this thing's head, the back of its head, where the face mask can't cover. It lays there limp. It is dead.
No revenge critical.
No, it's dead.
Just a second form.
This is.
I'm gonna fall to my knees, touch myself, and cast Cure Wounds.
I was glad you said that third. I'm glad you said that third.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
You nasty little whores. This This is a Christian channel. We play Dungeons and Dragons and talk shit.
Like, yeah, good job, but there was no need for that.
Oh yeah. All right.
Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. Y'all did an
Did it.
amazing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Kill Colin!
That's
So let's wait on that. Hold on a second. As his body falls and all of you guys collect yourselves and wait like a good few minutes to see if this thing is dead. I'll let you guys know that as the creature's laying there, you noticed that what was behind him, that his entire body was probably covering, that you guys probably couldn't see, is this big balcony that overlooks the entire room. And on the side of that balcony, past the creature's body, is a ladder.
I don't even use the ladder. I fly the fuck up there.
V. My hand.
Yeah, I'll turn around and help Flynn. Poor Flynn. I have 20-something strength. I should be good.
Thanks.
While I'm carrying you, I'll go ahead and cast Cure Wounds.
I have one more spell slot.
Yeah, I mean, you could dimension door up to the balcony.
We'll do that.
All right.
So that's spell slot.
How much do I heal, friend?
You heal 8.
Nice, I'll take it. Alright, I'm comfy. I'm not perfect, but I'm comfy.
I'll also go and make sure Barry's awake before we leave.
Barry's still just kind of like standing there looking up at where the eye was looking down at him.
I kind of grab him by the, one finger each in the eye holes and then one finger in the nose hole and just kind of shake him.
What'd I miss?
It's dead, so that's a thing. And now we're going to kill
I
fucking
killed
Colin.
it!
Yes,
I killed it!
Twice.
I killed it! I killed it!
And now we fly.
as you're
Wait!
flying
I
your
need
way
a
up there.
trophy!
As V is flying himself up, you all of you guys see as though as Casper is already on the balcony. Waiting? You waiting? No. You don't see Casper. Never mind. You guys don't see Casper.
Don't worry.
That's fine.
As we're flying by, if I can, I'll grab like a gasket off a thing or something and give it to Flynn as a trophy.
Wait, get my shit. Get my book.
Oh yeah, and I'll pick up Basil and Angel's stuff.
Alright.
It wasn't pulverized, did it?
True.
My stuff wasn't, but I don't know about Angel's.
Angel was slammed to the ground.
Squished.
Yeah. You can collect some of his things.
I turned into a pancake, yo.
Or a hand-shaped waffle.
Scrambled dragon.
I like how we died the first, and then we come back for this fight, and we're the only two who die by the end of it.
Right.
Well,
If you guys hadn't been there to die, then somebody else would have died.
But I feel like I wouldn't have felt as bad.
Alright.
I feel like I don't care if I do die, but I'm trying my hardest, and I feel like that's what counts.
That is what counts, man.
At least I got a few hits.
So, V, as you fly up to this balcony, this steel balcony, do you want to wait for the rest of you want to wait for Barry and Flynn to get there for you, or with
Once I get up there, I'll wait for them, but I'm gonna go ahead and make a Arcana check to make sure there's no bullshit magic going on.
Okay.
Natural 20. Plus 14.
So, for the Arcana check, looking in front of you, you sense, of course, what was the magic. Still very strong because the creature just died. Its body is still pretty fresh. So you sense a ton of magic out in front of you. Behind you, though, since I'm assuming you're specifically looking for illusion magic, am I correct?
Yes.
You do sense a tad bit of illusion magic as you look behind you and you see a somewhat dark hallway It's not powerful illusion magic, but it is illusion magic.
I'll sound off, be like, there's a slight hint of illusion magic out this way towards the hallway. It may just be the darkening effect, or it may be something tricksy.
Well, let's find out. Come on.
All right, then. So,
I will gladly lead the charge.
as V, Flynn, and Barry walk down this dark hallway, as you guys start walking a little bit, it doesn't take too long before you see a little bit of a light at the end of the hallway. And as soon as you walk towards that light and out through the other doorway, you look around and you see this very small, confined room, very like square, box-shaped room. You see V, you see yourself chained at the wrists and the ankles. Flynn, you see yourself chained at the ankles, but not at the wrists. Barry sees himself wearing this giant contraption on top of his head, sitting in a very empty room, sitting in a chair.
Back to square one.
As all of you guys hear, "Oh, welcome. It is so nice to have guests in my laboratory. Oh, I hope you don't mind if I use you as test subjects for a few minutes."
With that nat 20, can I tell that this is all an illusion?
Yes.
Nice. I will immediately just do something to like get rid of this fucking bullshit. Just like prestidigitation to like poke everyone or something, or show them that the chains aren't real or whatever.
You immediately just like lift up your hand, and as you go to lift up your hand, you would think that you would start feeling resistance because you were chained at the wrist and you're laying down, but you immediately just kind of sit up, break the chains, and the chains just vanish. Flynn, you notice this, and so the room around you, same thing goes for Barry, as the room around you vanishes and the mist and the black cloud kind of dissipates. And you guys find yourselves in this ginormous room filled with countless bookshelves, contraptions, and scientific mysteries laying upon like tables and desks and operating tables. And at the other end of this room, you see Colin standing between two red coat bug doctors. And in front of him, off to the side a little bit, in front of one of the doctors, is Casper. As he's what looks to be talking with Casper, he looks over at you guys. "Oh, so you have finally made it to my final study. It is so pleasant to see you finally succeed all of my experimentations on you. Congratulations. Oh, you are some fine test subjects. Oh.
With that earlier nat 20, can I tell that this is in fact the real Colin?
Yes.
Nice.
Flynn kind of looks around the room, sees Casper, nods, looks at V. "Well, my fight's over. This is all you." And Flynn then sits down comfortably and lights a pipe and watches the show.
Okay. I will walk a little bit closer, but not, closer, not in an aggressive way. Well, I guess hover a little bit closer, just flying my way there. And kind of look to Casper and go, "Are you still with us, Casper?"
I mean, yeah. As much as I have ever been.
I see. Thank you. I appreciate the loyalty. There are many who would have turned sides for the things that he was offering. I appreciate that you have the strength of character to not.
Do a perception check for me, V.
That would be a
He doesn't need too high.
that would be a 17.
You notice that Colin is not wearing his ginormous metallic gauntlet that has the syringes sticking out of the fingers. Instead, Casper is now wearing it.
Oh shit.
I'll bring that up. So, why the new accessory?
I mean, this is news to me too.
It was.
Oh, it was merely a gift to her and her, my appreciation for her intellect. I appreciated her very smart and wise choices throughout my entire life.
Fair enough, I suppose. But why would you help someone who seems to be acting against Master, at least for now?
Master does not matter to me. When you are in my domain, I search for an equal. And you and Casper were the only two that I could really find as intellectual equals. The only other person I could almost find as an equal was maybe the vampire. But you two have managed to go through so much, especially when you worked together in that room filled with bones and a maze. Oh, I liked your thinking there.
That's funny because I totally fucked that one up. We needed so many hits for that one.
I have this paragraph that I could use as a fucking comeback right now, but I don't know if it would be a good idea or not. What do you think, guys? Should I talk shit now or when I have him on death's door?
I have a few choice words for the guy.
Up to you, man. Wins out. Wins out.
Colin is going to open up his arms and just be like, I know why you are here, Virgula. I know why all of you are here. You wish to kill the man who has kept you in this hellhole, as you would like to call it. You want to exterminate me. You want to destroy me. I know all that anger has been building up inside of me. And you want to unleash it onto this small, frail, stupid little troglodyte. So go ahead. Do what you wish. I accept my fate. You have earned.
Can Flynn just smile, blow some smoke, and then druid craft a black rose and just use my druid craft to make a gust of wind fly over next to him?
Sure. As you do that, he sees it and he looks over at you with a smile.
Don't kill him before we get any information about the stuff we need.
Right, yeah.
I'm not the one who's about to kill. I'm not the one who's about to kill him. I'm just signifying his soon to become death from Virgula.
Right. The first thing, before I do anything else, I will hold myself back just the slightest bit and ask, so where are the things we have come for?
What is it that you want again?
Alright, time to go back to the notes.
Right. I know there was two things that we came here for.
Flynn speaks up. A fragment of the dragon flute and one of the crystals of power that gives your so-called master Jingles power. At least that's what the group says.
I thought it was two of the crystals that were, and then the beholder is going to give us the
dragon flute. Yeah.
The dragon flute.
Yeah. We need that crystal, that mind control crystal, because that's what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so two crystals of power and a mind control crystal?
No. It's
That's one of them.
Okay, that's one of the crystals. Okay.
The mind control crystal and the crystal of life.
Okay. Of course, we relate to him. That's what we're searching for.
Oh yes.
These crystals sound awfully familiar to me. Why?
So, you wish to have these crystals that I have been using? Well, they're right over there. But I will let you know, of course. You may not care, but there might be one of you that does. If you take this life crystal outside of the laboratory will cease to exist.
And what about the individuals within it? Will they also cease to exist?
Every last one of them.
Even the omnipotent one that can shift through dimensions?
Yes, I have made precautionary measures even for such things. He would not so much as die, only be trapped within this realm that I've created.
That's just the life crystal, yeah?
Every creature that is stuck inside the laboratory, once the life crystal is taken out, will be trapped in here forever.
Got it. I will...
B,
Yeah?
I have a thing where I can speak to people telepathically, so Colin wouldn't be able to hear me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just go ahead and kill him, and we'll talk about this later.
Okay. I will kind of nod solemnly, and then I will hold out one hand, and it will cover itself in frost, and hold out the other hand, and it will begin to heat up as I am charging my 2 blasts. And I will say, you called me a fool earlier. That could not be any farther from the truth. You are no scientist. A scientist identifies a problem, comes up with a hypothesis on how to solve the problem, tests it, and either solves it or fails and comes up with another hypothesis. You ask a lot of questions, sure, but to solve what problems? What problems does having knives for limbs solve that simply making a sword or a series of straps and knives couldn't solve? Or releasing creatures you already know everything about to kill people? What do you solve by throwing puzzles at people who don't even have their full range of abilities and equipment? What do you solve by driving others mad? Could all this be an attempt to create soldiers for your master? No, because you've made and captured plenty of monstrous creatures that would wreak havoc on your master's enemies, but I'd wager few if any of these creatures have ever left this place. And even if it were the case, your master can create nigh limitless undead. Without you, you wouldn't be contributing to his army any more than a pebble contributes to an avalanche. You claim to test us or your creatures, but that is proven false upon closer inspection. If we are to be tested, then why drop a room with us in it? If we begin to bore or anger you, that would cut tests short and render all data incomplete and useless. If we were here to test your beasts, then why remove our magic and our equipment? Surely, if they are to be truly tested, it would be against enemies at their full power. Otherwise, the test and the data would be useless, as the creatures would not encounter any situation where the enemy was so handicapped. You've even proven my point with that last titanic abomination. You didn't know our true abilities, and so we were able to defeat it with a little out-of-the-box thinking. As for the puzzles, they serve no purpose other than entertainment for you as we scramble to solve your insane and pointlessly cruel versions of Find the Needle in the Haystack and other childish games. You may have a greater intellect than the average troglodyte, but you are just another small-minded accident serving a more powerful master who, on a whim, has made you the warden of an asylum. He even gave you the title of scientist to make you feel special, but you aren't. You're just another stupid little troglodyte who pokes complex things he doesn't understand with a stick, hoping to understand them one day, and who usually ends up shitting all over them when they become bored or make him mad. You're no scientist, you're a warden and a mad puzzle master. One might even say you're nothing more than a simple dungeon master who pretends to be a scientist to make himself feel special.
I feel attacked.
But in reality, it's just another of his putrid, foolish, underdeveloped, shit-wallowing race. It'd almost be pitiful if it wasn't so funny. I'd say my father would be happy to see the superior student had achieved victory here, but it's hardly fair to compare an A-list student, or such as myself, to the class pet. And then I'll grab him on both sides of the head and just fill him with fire and ice.
He doesn't move as you grab his head and basically just make his whole entire head like explode with part of his torso going along with it.
You were working on that speech since last time.
Dude, I've been working on that speech for weeks.
Yeah, when I read it, it was completely different.
Right? Bro, my god. So can I ask DM, did I see like
go from the dead? Burn!
Did I see like the will to live just like disappear in his eyes during that speech?
I think you had to roll an intimidation for
that. Honestly, I will say without any rolls, I'll just tell you. You see at certain points in your speech, you see his smile turn into a frown a little bit, but it goes back into a smile. He is accepting defeat. He accepts his defeat from you, and he has been waiting for somebody like you to come and kill him in his laboratory.
You definitely touched a nerve, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple times with him, but he kind of like off a little bit.
Him anger. Well, him dead now, but it don't matter.
Flynn stands up clapping, pulls out some smoke, grabs his pipe and goes, "Where did you take bard classes?" I didn't know you could rap.
Is this the thing we didn't get the flute pieces from? Or the flute piece from?
We're getting the crystals to get the flute pieces.
Gotcha.
So, as his dead, limp, exploded, bloody body lays down on the ground, you see the two bug doctors, the red coat bug doctors, with their hands behind their backs, just kind of laying there. And as they see the body, they go and grab it and start dragging it away.
I look to them, not so fast.
Yeah, I was about to say.
They look up at you.
Are we not your masters now that we have taken his place?
They look at you, and then they look at Casper, and they point at Casper.
Casper.
So we might not be exactly accurate.
I mean, it does make sense. She has the gauntlet. Casper, you can command them to do whatever you want with that body. You can have them leave it. You can have them tear it to pieces. But what I would recommend is releasing the less insane individuals, such as that omnipotent being, at least letting them know that they should escape, so that we can all get out of here, and that we can have a great many allies on the other side.
A minor army that we can send to the Dragon Temple.
Well, no.
You can't really control a lot of those other creatures that are in the world.
No, I wasn't talking about the creatures. He
Just
was
like send
talking about releasing the less crazy ones.
Yeah.
Like the
Don't release that dog.
subjects and shit.
The less crazy, less
The
dangerous
special
ones.
cages, but like the lady that Barry was cutting up before.
Oh, they're all
Like
dead.
people. Some people.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, because the floors fell.
yeah.
And now they're dead.
All the
Well, what about the omnipotent thing?
He was in the floor.
It's somewhere within this dark realm that Colin created.
It's just floating in the abyss.
Yeah, I mean, you could ask them to check him out, like see if they could get in contact with that thing, or you could use your telekinesis to talk to it.
Casper's gonna have to do a lot of rebuilding.
That's a 30-foot radius.
Well, you could ask the bug doctors if there's any way to like retrieve all other floors, or if there's any way to speak
There
to
is.
that particular being.
I specified that like 2 weeks ago.
Well, there you go. Retrieve the rest of the floors. Get our little army of non-crazies and whatnot, and yeah.
Well, that's not really how that would work, I think. Just,
Why?
they're not physically here.
Flint puts his hands on both their shoulders and smiles. Why don't we discuss the bringing forth our allies and crazy folk on another day? If this is her reward to be part of this place and rule it, by all means, let her have it. Let her do whatever she wishes. I just want to leave.
Oh, what?
Can we do that?
But we
That
cannot
was
leave
not
without we cannot leave without both gems, and if we take the life gem, then anything in here is stuck permanently. Semi-permanently.
Well, could y'all put y'all's genius brains together and figure out how to get us out without being stuck here? That'd be great.
Well, we wouldn't be stuck. We could leave, and the crystal would go with us, and then everything else would be stuck.
Oh.
And as far as them not being physically here, that's not entirely the point. My point would be that if we could get them mentally free, as they are stuck here as us mentally, but if we could get their minds free of the particular creatures that aren't insane, we would still have a few allies, whatnot. Especially that one omnipotent, always learning, vast knowledge one. I think you in particular would have a very good reason to free him.
Yeah.
You guys don't want to look. I'll let you guys. I'll say this once. You guys don't want to look around Colin's.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Can I bring Angel and Azazel back? Can I bring Angel and Azazel back?
Yeah. You can bring them back. Do you tell that doctors?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, that shit hurts.
Yeah. The bug doctors walk to the back. They walk past you guys. Walk past these ginormous bookcases. Like this room. You guys watch the Castlevania series, right? On Netflix.
Yeah.
And
No, I never heard of it.
And Dracula's private study and library. It's like that combined with Beast from Beauty and the Beast's library, filled with all those contraptions and stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely looking around.
21 on perception.
Yeah, I was gonna say, V, you in particular might want to take a look around, because since it's technically mine now, we can take whatever we find.
The bug doctors, after they walk past these bookshelves, come back with a very naked Azazel and Angel.
I give them their shit.
Thank you.
Are we conscious?
Yes, you're conscious.
What the?
If we have our backpacks, can I grab some books on history? I would grab
What kind of history?
history books on how to destroy how to destroy what the fuck is Jingles?
He's a fake
Satyr.
creature.
A satyr?
Yeah.
Satyr?
He's a fake creature
on
god.
how to take away druid powers and how to stop satyrs.
Okay. Do an investigation check for me as you're looking through all these volumes of different kinds of books of history.
So I'm assuming we won.
Yes. I gesture to the body because I assume they still haven't taken the body out since Casper didn't give the word.
The
I
body's
gave
still
him
there.
quite the...
Said investigation.
Did you chill that
Yes, sir.
jackass off?
Oh, it was beautiful. I used prestidigitation and just repeat the entire speech to him.
Yeah, that's basically what I figured. I'm gonna walk over to the body and I'm going to drink the blood. And I'm going to use truth and blood. I swear to fuck if he kills me.
Before Azazel does that, I'm just gonna kind of be like, that might not be the best idea.
Is he gonna blow my head up too?
Possibly. It also just might not be good for you.
He is a troglodyte. They are a very disgusting race in general. Usually one has to be careful of the stink, as it is bad enough to cause warriors to be off their game.
Flynn frustratingly whispers underneath his breath, well, I killed the Titan.
Yes, Flynn killed the Titan.
Yeah, I killed the Titan.
Where are the
you're
crystals?
welcome.
They're over there, but if we take the life crystal, this whole place gets trapped.
Good.
We would like to free some of the more powerful, crazy, non-evil things.
Fuck them all.
Azazel, please strong allies are what we need right now.
Bitch, I died 6
yes.
times in this place. Or 5.
I'm
And
sorry.
now-
You didn't
I
actually die.
I was muted. Sorry, and I had to take my headphones off. Okay, first of all, what did you get on your investigation, Angel?
It was a natural 20. I got a 22 because my +2 in investigation.
All
I
right,
got 21 perception.
21 perception. Okay, let me start with Angel. With that natural 20, yes, you actually find a book on the history of fey creatures and their traits and mannerisms.
I'm gonna take it with me, and anything else that I can find with it, because I should, if we have our gear back, I should have like a little satchel that I could put like 3 or 4 books in.
You don't have all your gear back.
Oh damn it!
Some of your stuff got squished. But there's probably like bags or.
What was the other kind of book that you were looking for, sir?
Ways to just get rid of druidic
There's-
powers.
Yeah, ways to
yes.
get rid of druidic powers.
You do also find a book on druidic practices and the history of their spell casting and a little bit on how to do it yourself. So
Awesome.
There's a huge book on like a quick history. I mean, you can't do a full history on druids in just one book, so it's a good.
Yeah. I was gonna say, can I take the books with me? Possibly grab like a satchel or a bag that I could put these in and take them with me outside of this place.
Yeah, I'll say with your natural 20, you do find a small little book satchel to carry a few volumes of this druid history and fey history with you. You take 3 copies of both, and well, it's 3 volumes, and they each
Awesome.
are an extension to the actual thing. With the perception that you got, Flynn, one of the few things that you see actually, is you actually see behind some of these ginormous bookshelves, you see some giant cages, which look to be holding some creatures inside. You also notice it's kind of behind a desk a little bit, but you see what looks to be like a little bed, a small little bed, probably about as big for a child, very pretty looking.
Can I
walks over to the bed.
look around and see if
What did you say, Azazel?
can I look around to see if Tina is around here anywhere?
Do an investigation check.
Can I follow?
Sure, you can follow him. As you walk over to this bed, Flynn, you see what looks to be a sleeping Tina with part of her face looking to be black soil. And it's slowly like reforming into her face.
Flynn?
I was 18, by the way. And I already... Okay.
Flynn kneels down. Is there a blanket?
There is a blanket, yes.
Flynn tucks her in, and even though it's just the head of her doll, he puts it next to her and whispers, "I'm sorry."
Then like his axe kicked again.
Zazel, with that 18, I will say you do find Tina. You see Casper and Flynn. You see Flynn tucking her in over near behind this desk. And when you look onto the desk, you actually see some papers that look to be talking about Tina.
Can I read them?
Yes, you can.
Personally, for right now.
You turn your back to Casper and Flynn and read the papers. Tina is an interesting subject. She holds immense power and strength, and yet it seems to all be held within the mind of a child. Through intense study and observation, it seems Tina is what some would refer to as a dream eater, a creature known for consuming the minds and souls of living creatures. This one, however, is more impressive in power due to the fact how she eliminates most creatures with little to no effort. Through constant questioning, I have come to find out that this Dream Eater was one of the most powerful of its kind and was apparently banished due to this fact. I put some power restrictors on the creature in the form of childish toys. You see, like, off to the side, right list of toys. Afterward, it's like a little side note, to hold back her supreme power. The creature also suffers from delusions of childish nature, presumptively due to the consumption of too many child minds. But this corruption of the mind could help me later on with some ideas I've had.
Can we keep her?
No.
I would also be inclined to say no. By the way, V will mention to Azazel, look, while we try to figure out how to get ourselves and some allies out of here, would you probably like to look around these books? Maybe a few spell books there you could add to your repertoire.
Oh, I'm definitely going to look around the books. I just need to make sure we have the crystals first.
Oh, they're right there. We can take them whenever we wish.
Can I actually go?
You just can't move the crystals to the last minute.
Okay, we can't move them.
Because once we take the last or the life crystal, the whole thing collapses.
How do we get out of here, also?
We just take the crystals and we vanish from this place. We specifically.
So we can't physically bring anything with us?
No, we can.
No, we can.
You can. But
Colin was going to limit us to one thing a person, but...
You can, with all the stuff that you found here, like all the legendary weapons and everything, you guys are restricted to only bringing 2 of those items back with you.
And I can't bring a person, though, right?
No, you can't bring a person. Hold on 1 second.
This is awkward.
Indeed.
Patty over here.
I really want to bring Tina, but if we can't, then I'm just going to have to figure out another way.
I mean, I can take my chains off. That's all I'm really caring about right now. I also have Freddy Krueger's glove, but like.
Where'd you get that? I thought Freddy Krueger still had it.
No, Tina killed Freddy Krueger, and I picked up the claw on the way through. And it's interesting, but it has a really bad negative, which is if you were to fall to 0 while attuned, you immediately fail your death saves, and your soul is instead into the 9 hells.
Oh, well, I don't. You and I don't technically have them, so you and I would be good. Do you?
Still, I mean, canonically in this world, I don't know. Canonically in the D&D world, like just in general, yes, I have a soul. Because in regular D&D world, healing spells work on me.
Healing spells do not work on me without requiring.
In the official.
It's up to
D&D
Jacob then.
Stuff, yeah. In the official D&D stuff, healing spells work on me. In this, they don't. So it's up to him whether or not I have a soul, really. Which, I don't know. We swapped minds, but like, I have a sense of good and evil, so I have a conscience. Does that count as partially having a? I don't know. But I think the only other stuff I picked up from here was a ring of spell storing, a cloak of protection, which don't need that, and a wand sheath of spell storing, which I might want to keep just for, aesthetic.
Justin's gonna miss the whole thing.
Right.
All right.
Okay. May I ask if there's if I can take a look around for anything of interest for me as far as like the various contraptions and books.
Do an investigation check for me, good sir.
Nice. That is a 17 plus 9 for 26.
26. All right, so let me just go ahead and start you at one of his desks. Let's see here. So starting at one of his desks, this one seems to be filled with a lot of writing utensils and tons of pieces of parchment and paper and quills and oil and pencils, all the sorts. And it seems as though these are all pieces of paper or pages from his journals that he's made. If you want to read those.
Yeah, sure, go for it. I'll read them aloud unless like parts come up that like I want to keep secret.
Let's see. Journal entry number 1. Why is this world so cruel to those who are different? At first I believed it was only for my appearance that seemed to offend many people, but now not even the magic community will accept me. I have figured out that I am incapable of performing magical powers and much other magical abilities. All I wish is to be accepted into my society and to be loved like anyone else. I'm not like other troglodytes that find enjoyment in stupidity. I have a brain that thinks. Journal entry number 5. I encountered an odd man today in town who took much interest in my demeanor and said he would help me perform things just as amazing as magic.
Joshua.
Look, I was a little hesitant at first, but he seemed genuine. Journal entry number 12. The other students don't seem to like my company very much, often tease me and my lack of mystical skills. I wouldn't mind this if teacher would say something every now and then, but he either turns a blind eye or is too busy to hear my troubles. Maybe he isn't what I thought. Journal entry number 20. I did it! I built a working device to better assist the handicapped in their daily troubles in life. I went to show Mr. Teacher and he was extremely happy and asked me everything about it. His joy in seeing my accomplishment really made me feel happy today. I don't remember the last time that happened. Journal entry number 21. They destroyed it. The other students destroyed my contraption. Mr. Teacher said it was my fault for not being careful and has been giving me the cold shoulder all day. I thought for once I did something right. He never hates it when the other students screw up and always gives them as much attention as they want. What is wrong with me? Journal entry number 34. I was almost the first person to actually create a breathing, living creature, but Mr. hated it and told me to never mess with nature in such a destructive and corrupt way. I thought maybe if I created a new species by combining 2 like species, he would be proud of me again. Now I don't know what he wants from me. Journal entry number 39. Mr. showed me his personal studio and everything inside. I learned so much from him today. I also tested a few things on another student, and now I think I'm in trouble. Journal entry number 68. I'm finished with that place. Master no longer permits me or accepts me for who I am. I tell him that magic is a crutch, but he does not believe me. One day magic will be gone and everyone will be in a panic. As I was leaving, I thought to myself, in everything I experienced, was I a student or another experiment? And that's all the journal entries you find.
Reading through these, I'll just kind of after the last one, I'll look over to his body and I'll say, it seems you were a scientist at one point, but minds great and small have taken that short fall you did. I am sorry that I wasn't around to help you out back in those days. Maybe you wouldn't have become such a mad bastard. Such a shame. Anything else cool?
It's just so looking at some of the other desks, you do find, this is looking through multiples of these desks, you find there are some scalpels, you find a bone saw, you find some tweezers, a hammer, you find a screwdriver in one of the desks. And another one of the desks, you find a large and a small meat hook. In one of the desks, you find a healer's kit filled with herbal medicines.
Giving that the blend.
A pair of
Thank
glasses,
you.
a monocle, a telescope that has been taken apart and is missing pieces, a microscope, small panes of glass. In one of the desks, you actually find a piece of what looks to be coral. And another one, you find a long red stick that has a small string coming out of it, 3 pearls, 2 emeralds, 1 ruby, 1 topaz, 1 lapis lazuli, and a pouch filled with. Do another investigation check on this pouch for me.
All right. 14 plus 9 for 23.
Sorry, Spencer, I just now saw your message. Yeah, do another investigation check for Spencer. With your roll, Cody, you can identify this as mummy dust.
Okay, cool. I'll take the gems and the mummy dust. Does anything else seem magical?
The only thing, no, nothing actually seems magical. The only other thing that could be interesting to you is if you want it, is the long red stick that has the small string coming out of it.
Yeah, what is it a fishing rod or is it something like way
It's a
different?
boomstick.
It's a piece of dynamite.
Oh, duh. I'm stupid. Yeah, I'll take that.
Do you pull the string?
So you pull those things? Yeah, I'll take the dynamite. I'll give someone else a turn now.
All right. So going over to Spencer, who wanted to find another book. Looking around, and with that soft 20 that you got, you don't really find anything about killing gods, but you do find multiple books upon like the effects of gods, what kind of powers that certain chaotic or lawful gods hold, where they reign over this world, how much power they have within that reign, and you find history books on those gods. You actually find, if you want, a history book on every single god. But that would be too much for you to carry.
2 items.
Can I find a backpack of endless holding?
You can find another satchel, but you can't find a backpack of endless holding. I'll say you find another satchel.
Awesome.
Holding would be super useful.
Awesome. That's pretty much all I need. Angel's gonna be reading a lot, guys.
Gotcha. Which book do you want to start reading on? Because it's either the history of gods in general, or of gods, or if you want to go even farther in depth, there is history books on every single god that has existed.
Could I make a quick history check to try and see if I remember what god Jingles followed? Or what god he transferred over to? Because I know he switched sides. Who did he switch sides to?
If only you knew.
Jingles.
I'll say, go ahead and do a
I was
history.
gonna say,
I'll tell
can I
you.
make a history check with advantage? Because I was supposed to be the only one that knew, but I lost my original thing with all my notes on it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what you do know if you do a history check.
What's history is? So +2, so that's 16 altogether.
So with the 16, before you saw Jingles, outside of the Beholder's stronghold. Before that, the last time you had seen him was, of course, back when you guys had fought those mercenaries in the woods. And even a little bit before then, you remember, all that you really remember is that he switched sides to help Zarok and to aid Zarok in his war. So you need to look at Zarok follow.
Yeah, is there anything I can find on Zarok? Does he count as a god, or is he just an almighty being?
You can actually find some. You can find some writings and some scrolls of history in Thoriane. Some of them having to do with Zarok. You can find those.
Awesome. Then add those to the satchel.
Yes.
Those are what I'm going to be reading up on the most.
Mm-hmm.
Question for the DM.
Yes, sir.
Would a bag of holding enable us to smuggle more than 2 items a person out? Nope. Okay.
I know what you're trying to do, but Colin is restricting it to just 2 things. You can leave with 2 things.
Is it just 2 legendary things, or just 2 things in general? Like, if I wanted to bring some
2
goggles...
two legendary magical items that you collected.
Okay, so my cloak of protection, I would still keep since it's not a legendary one.
Yeah. I mean, you.
We get to keep all of our actual stuff. He's talking about the stuff that we found in here.
Oh, I know. I got a
cube in the bell.
Yeah, I've got a ring of spell storing, a quiver of spell storing, and a cloak of protection +1 from this place. So I was wondering if I got to keep all those, or if I had to leave some of them behind.
Well, you also got the sobriety thing.
You got the tankard of sobriety, and you have the chainsaw.
Yeah, I'm definitely keeping the chainsaw. That's not even a question.
So you can take 1 more thing with you.
Okay, so I gotta choose between all that.
Thing with you, or you can give it to one of your other friends if they don't have items already.
Technically, I left Jack's thing in the Titan's room, so I wouldn't have it.
Actually, what happened is technically you had died, so you never did that action, so technically you would have Jack's axe.
Yeah, so I still have a slot if someone wants me to take something.
Mm-hmm. If anybody wants to do some more investigating, I have some more stuff that you guys get. All right, Azazel.
I'm going to look around the books, and I want to look around and see if I can find anything on Joshua Ratwell.
Books on Joshua Ratwell. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Shit, is that investigation? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, well, that was 7.
7 investigation?
Yeah.
Sorry, hold on a second. Let's see.
Yep.
What you doing, Jacob? You alive?
It's whispers between Jacob and Casper. Ooh, both of them are muted right now.
That's because Destin's been muted.
Oh.
And if Destin doesn't have anything else that she wants to take, I'll gladly give her the ring of spell storing so she can have a little bit more in the way of spell slots.
I just want to get out of here, dude.
Dude, we all want to
I'm aware.
fucking get out of here.
It's time to get the fuck out.
We've been in here longer than the rest of the entire campaign.
Yeah.
We've been in this one place for the longest in this whole campaign.
Remember
Well, yeah, but now that we're
Remember when we were trying to get out of Darkwood? Forever?
Oh, God. Dude.
yeah,
much
totally
backtracking.
remember that. Yep.
Well, we were like stuck in a town since the first session before we even started filming this this campaign, and we were stuck there forever.
So you said your investigation was a 7?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you find. I will tell you one thing. This was something that I wanted one of you guys to find. You find a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
You find a piece of paper, and it's almost written down like a journal entry, but it doesn't say it's a journal entry. All it says is that delusional fool can't hide from me or my current master for too long. I know he lies somewhere within the confines of Gallomere's borders. The Cretan has cloaked himself in something magical to hide his aura. If he hadn't done that, I know me or master would have found him already. It also doesn't make it any easier when everyone else in Thoriane is trying to find his secrets and hidden creations. As long as those damn dwarves don't find them first, we should be fine.
Alright. I'm putting some context clues together. Joshua Ratwell is in Gallowmere, the same place that holds Zarok. And if we remember, the dwarves are building a tunnel underneath the city to get into Gallowmere. Is Joshua Ratwell Zarok?
No.
Okay. That'd be pretty epic, though.
You're putting it together pretty well, though. You were putting it together pretty well.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna remember this. I don't need the paper if that's all it says.
Yeah, that's all it says.
I'm now going
You
to
can show it to V if you want.
crumbles it and tears it up. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
V,
Yes.
you were. What are you?
I'll just kind of look around and go, well, we've been through this much. Honestly, a few people know enough about me now that you could hurt me if you wanted to, so might as well show you all. You see V reach up for his head like he's going for a hat where there clearly is no hat, and then he touches where the hat should be, and it turns into a sort of like fedora deal. And he is now this almost robotic warforged thing. You guys have seen the picture.
That's pretty dope.
And he'll just kind of say, I am my father's son, among other things. I am also one of his greatest creations.
Your father being Joshua Ratwell.
Of course, who else?
I first heard about him back in Darkwood. I met someone who was acquainted to him. And then killed her.
My father seems to have, looks to the troglodyte, interesting past affiliation.
Well, she didn't really seem like the person who had her head right on her shoulders, so pretty.
Again, he looks to just gestures to the body. Again.
Ah, man. You're hilarious.
I know I am.
And I blew this one's head off, so yay.
I'm always hilarious. Anyway, apparently he's in Gallowmere.
That is good information to have.
Now, I will share more information with you, but you need to start being transparent.
Of course. The only reason I was being secretive before was because I didn't know if I could trust some of you. Still aren't that sure, but at this point I figure we owe each other something, as far as truth goes.
Yes.
Side of it, Casper, but that's fine.
No, I'm full of you for everyone to come see if they want to.
Yes. Well, we will table this discussion, the rest of it, for later. For now, I need to go and look for more things.
Indeed.
Do another investigation check. Both of you. Or anybody that wants to keep looking around.
Ooh! 19.
Nat 20! Plus
Natural
9.
20.
I am actually doing something unique here and I'm looking on 2 different books. One on angels, and then one on unicorns.
Okay. What was your investigation, Angel?
Natural 20. That's why I was like, yeah!
Okay, I assumed so. I assumed that's what you got. So I'll start with Azazel. You do find several books on the study and the depictions and the kinds of unicorns that you can discover. Several different books, several different volumes of those books. You can pick and choose as many as you want, like the history, the kinds of unicorns that you can find,
I would go with the kinds and where to find them.
Well, this is for Azazel.
Oh, I thought I was helping him with that.
No, you're doing your own investigation.
I'm doing this for personal reasons. I'm just going to grab one of the anatomy.
Find one book of the anatomy of a unicorn. And same goes for the other types of books you were looking for. You find several books talking about religions and holy beings and creatures that descend from the heavens above, and the power that they wield within inside themselves, and their massive wings, and the types of like body shapes and like the skin tones, like the actual way they look. Like you find several books on angels.
I will grab one of history.
History of angels. You do find one of those, yes.
So I'm taking both of these.
All right. You take both of those books. Going over to V, you walk over to some cabinets. I'll say you walk over to some cabinets, and actually no. I'll save that for Angel. You walk over to some of the operating tables and some of the other tables, and this is what you find on all of these tables. You find 1 vial of acid, 2 vials of dragon blood, 1 vial of mucus, some aloe plant leaves, evening primrose oil, tea tree oil, a pouch filled with parchment and pencils and a quill, a small statue of a devil with 2 glowing eyes, a poster with the face of a man on it. Reading the poster, it says Nathaniel Livingston, and with a bounty of 750,000 gold. A small holy relic given. Do a religion check for me with that small holy relic.
Okay. 30-20.
So you know that these small holy relics, this one specifically, are usually given to people who just start to learn how to be a cleric. These are given to amateur clerics, ones that are just now learning how to do healing spells and such. You find a black ring with a blood ruby on it, and there's some engravings inside the ring. Do you know deep speech?
I do not think so.
I do.
Okay, well, you can take it to Azazel if you want him to read it.
Yes, please.
Glenn also knows deep speak.
I'll just call out. Does anyone know this weird language? It seems like common but different.
I know virtually every language. I have a spell that allows me.
I know deep speech, and I'm not doing anything. I would love to help, so I'm not doing anything.
I'll say Flynn comes over and helps, since Flynn's not doing anything. Flynn comes over, you pick up the ring from V, and you read, "My very existence is but a quick whisper, and my enemies will know me only by their final breath." That is what it says on the inside of this black ring.
Barry, here you go.
Barry says, "Hell yeah," and takes the ring.
I assume that's the ring of invisibility.
Welcome.
No, it's actually just a ring worn by leaders of the clan of Whispers.
Oh.
Well, why does he need that?
Why on earth would he need that?
There, you also find what looks to be schematics very scattered about on all these tables that look to be depicting of like a warforged humanoid creature. And on top of all of these schematics, you find the name Judge written on the top of all of them.
Judge Dredd?
No, it's just the warforged name is just, its name is just Judge.
I will take all of these schematics. Since they are mundane,
You also find some gold monk beads.
I will pass those to Angel.
Does Flynn see the wanted
Thank you for the
poster?
shinies.
Yeah, I'll show Flynn the wanted poster.
You see the poster?
Is it familiar to me?
It is extremely familiar to you. You don't even need to roll a history check. You recognize this face immediately.
Flynn rolls it up and tucks it into his leather armor. Can I do it stealthily with a sleight of hand?
Sure.
I was gonna say, you want to share with the class there, Flynn?
21.
Does anybody want to try and see it?
I tried, but I failed.
Not that interested.
All right. Well, you managed to slip it into your pocket, all rolled up and such.
All right.
And what were you saying, Cody Taylor?
Since the schematics aren't magical, do they go ahead and come with me?
Yes, they do.
Okay, cool. Just checking, make sure I got everything clear.
And let's see. And now for what Angel was looking at as he was going from cabinet to cabinet, seeing what was inside all of these. Angel, you find what looks to be different jars filled with different kinds of like organs. You find miscellaneous types of eyes, like eyeballs, from what to be like goats, lizards, human, all sorts of creatures. In another cabinet, you find 3 jars, each of them with a brain inside of them. In another cabinet, you find some tomatoes, some corn, and basil. In that same cabinet, you also find some bread. You also find another piece of bread, but this actually seems fresh. This is baked bread with honey butter on top of it. You also find what looks to be a somewhat big bottle of cow milk and some dried meat on the side. And in the very back of this cabinet, you find a skull.
Interesting. Does anybody need any eyeballs?
Barry holds up his hand.
I would also be interested in eyeballs.
I chose the eyeballs.
Barry takes a handful of eyeballs. I'll let him know that he takes a handful. I know he would want this though.
Yeah, the organs too, probably.
Yeah, he starts looking at the organs.
With the brains.
I imagine Barry just makes a fucking flesh suit at some point and just walks around pretending to be a normal human.
He's trying to. He just doesn't have the muscles. Doesn't have muscles, so it literally just sort of hangs off of him whenever he tries.
No, I'm saying like I can see him like making a full-on like stitched together suit, muscles and all.
You should help him with that, Cody.
I could make him synthetic.
I will also let you, all 3 of you, know that all of you take a larger notice at the cages that are behind some of the bookshelves, if you want to look at the creatures inside those cages.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. What's in the cages?
Well, looking at the first cage, this one is very large. Inside the first cage is a red dragon.
Don't open it.
Right. That, by the way, I'll give Azazel those vials of dragon blood. And just here, may be able to find some interesting stuff out from these.
Oh man, I was living at a temple with a bunch of dragons. I've been studying them nonstop for a whole month.
Hey, well, you can heal from it. Don't be hungry.
I'll take them. I never said I wasn't gonna take them.
All right.
What
yeah,
did you
2
say it
vials
was?
of dragon blood.
Vial.
The first cage?
No, I was asking Cody what he said because I didn't hear what he gave me. All I heard was dragon.
He gave you 2 vials of dragon blood.
Okay, let me write that down.
Indeed.
And while you're doing that, I'll tell you what's in the second cage is what look to be 4 very mundane, ordinary-looking chests of very varying sizes.
Mimics. Next.
In the third cage, you find this weirdly blue-tinted creature just standing on the edge of the cage, or even like a few feet away from it. You feel the cold that's emanating off of it and these spikes coming off of its body. This is, from what you can tell, a creature you have never seen or heard of before.
What does it look like?
Sanic?
Oh my goodness.
It's not Sanic. It's not Sanic.
What did?
I'll show you a picture of it.
Okay. You said it's blue.
It's a character from a fighting game. I'll show you what he looks like. Let me find a good picture of him.
Is this also part of his monster collection?
Yeah.
Is it Blanca?
No, it's blue. It's not Blanca. Blanca's green.
Yeah, Blanca's green with electricity.
I know. I thought he was just
Oh,
gonna
that
make us
fucker.
more-
Okay.
Oh,
What is it? I don't.
that is fucking
It's
Glacius?
Glacius from
Yeah.
Killer Instinct.
Yeah, he's an alien who crash lands on planet Earth, and his whole thing is that he uses ice as armor. Like permafrost ice as armor.
and he sucks.
Frosty.
Huh?
Yeah, he's really stupid to fight against.
Dude, he looks
He's
awesome.
tanky if you know how to combo.
He looks
Oh
awesome.
yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
he is.
He's super cool. And that's who's in the third. That's who's in that cage. And you also, going to the next cage after that, you find what you specifically V and Azazel notice first. What looks to be these 3 flesh golems just kind of walking around their cage.
Golem?
Flesh
Golems.
golems.
Oh,
Or like the stone golems. These ones are made out of flesh. Like these are like smaller Frankenstein.
oh, okay. I didn't hear the flesh part, and I was like,
Colin made 3 of them.
We must keep it from the filthy habitants.
all I can think of is those worms from Men in Black.
What is a balances?
We should give him coffee, because all I can think of are those worms from Men in Black.
So, moving on to the next cage. Looking inside, you see this dark-skinned man wearing this very long, big black coat.
Candyman?
And one of his hands, you see a hook.
Oh yeah.
It's the Candyman from one of the horror
Hey, what's his name?
the
The
guy's-
psycho killer with a hook for a hand.
The hash slinging slasher.
No, you need to have a spatula for a hand. That was
Damn.
Moving on to the next cage, you see a Glabrezu, which is a demonic creature. I'll
What?
find a picture.
Yeah, find a picture of that.
Labrazu. I believe that one is the one that looks like a gorilla. If not, then it's the really fucked up looking one.
Bang.
Olgra.
Dude, I'm just glad this guy didn't have the Hulk in here.
It's a
Right?
Glabrezu.
Yeah, but it's the fucked up one.
Oh, that's cool.
You see
Fucked
that?
up demons.
And then going to the final one, you were almost able to see it. before you even got to it, you see a ginormous gelatinous cube.
I wonder why these are the monsters that get the special treatment. I mean, I can see the dragon, but...
Perhaps this is just the place that they start and then he sends them down?
Perhaps.
If you guys remember, when you guys got to the 4th floor, you were in this big open room, kind of like half circle, kind of like a lobby area, actually. It's kind of like the area, the 4th floor, it's actually the 1st floor. You just went reversed.
Can we talk to the dragon, Angel?
Angel can try and talk to the dragon. The dragon's actually currently asleep.
Okay, maybe it's best not to wake him up.
Yeah, I mean, we are about to leave
The
here.
4th floor was actually the 1st floor.
Oh, so we started from the bottom.
Yeah. What did you say, Spencer?
Oh, I said it's probably. I mean, we should probably get the hell out of here.
Yeah, it'd just be
Just in
time
all
wasting.
honesty, man, I gotta poop.
You can go poop. I mean, we still got a little bit of time.
No, I just had to inform everybody that I need to poop.
Okay.
Thanks.
Are there any interesting gadgets around that I see? Just out of curiosity. If not, that's cool.
You see a lot of like bits and bobs. You actually, a lot of the stuff you see here is very reminiscent of the stuff that your father would make.
I will just kind of note the craftsmanship, but notice that most of it's just unfinished or not even really begun. Kind of write it off as, I'll have to come up with that on my own eventually.
Maybe.
So, do we have a plan for getting more than just us out of here, or at least just that one being, Dustin?
We can't.
Can't?
Can't.
No way to get anything else out with us at all?
No persons, no people.
Mm-mm.
I figured we could tell that one thing and it could just poof itself out of here at the very least.
Yeah, if we get back to it.
Could you not send one of your bug doctors?
So, just to have this conversation, do we need the life crystal? Like, do we have to get it?
Yeah, it was on the list.
I mean, I know that, and I know we have to get it to, like, avoid fighting the beholder.
I'm pretty sure we need it to
The
beat
beholder,
Jingles.
the beholder only wanted the mind crystal.
Yes, we needed the life crystal. I think it was for either the temple or to beat Jingles.
Yes.
Either or, that seems very
Do
important.
we need it to beat Jingles?
I need
Probably.
it to beat Jingles. If you don't want to fight him, that's your
That's
business.
not compelling.
Because I'm gonna take
Well, I'm
that
not saying
crystal.
that I'm not going to help fight him. I'm just asking if we need it.
Well, here's the question, really. Do you want to face a fully powered Jingles, or do you want to face a half-powered Jingles? Or do you want to face a Jingles with something that could, like, put him down to half health instantly? Or, whatever. Like, this is a very powerful MacGuffin, and it
I mean, it
most
is, but,
definitely
like,
gonna
there's
get
a lot
serious
of
leg up.
There's a lot of shit in here that we don't have time to get to right now. And if we take the life crystal, then it's all gone. And Tina is trapped here forever, and all of those people dead. Because, like, their minds are dead and trapped.
I don't know if there's another way to come back for Tina. There might be.
Well, DM question, would planar travel spells, like plane shift, allow us to get back here?
Not to this place. The only person that is able to traverse this place freely is the person who holds the gauntlet. Colin's gauntlet.
Is there a way? No, because all those creatures are gone now because they were on the other floors.
So once Casper leaves, you can't come back?
No, I can come back.
Oh, you can come
But
back.
then what's
Okay.
the problem?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that I can come back if we leave the crystal.
Oh.
If we take the crystal, then the place collapses. So Tina and everything else in here are trapped forever. I can never get back. All of the shit that we leave here is just gone.
How do we get Tina out of here?
I'm more worried about
We
that
can't.
all-knowing or ever-knowing.
Well, that thing's a dick.
Is there
I don't give a
absolutely...
shit about that thing.
My thing is there absolutely no way to get any of this out of here? Like, at all, ever, period. End of story.
Okay,
Not right now, just ever.
I could get it out.
Eventually, okay.
I mean, Jacob said that it would take time just for the containment of it.
Wait.
Because if we take all of our shit out all at once, then that's kind of...
What if we take some time here to find a book or some kind of contraption that could teleport Tina out of here now?
Tina cannot leave. Like, point blank period, she is here forever. So if we take
How do you know that? Can you
because Jacob told me.
Who's Jacob?
Okay.
Colin told him.
Colin told Casper. Because Casper did ask about taking Tina out.
And you just believed him point blank?
Tina's the biggest part of what's keeping this place together. So if she were to somehow separate herself from it, the whole thing would collapse and then we would be stuck. There's no way for her and us to get out. Because honestly, we'd be way too OP if we had a dream, you know.
Do we want to take the mind reading crystal and leave the life crystal here so that Casper can come back and do whatever she needs to do whenever she needs to do it, and then just take the life crystal out when we've gotten the ones we care about out?
If we're gonna take the life crystal, then we might as well go ahead and do it, because there's not a ton here that we really need, per se. I was only asking if we absolutely need it, because I didn't want to trap Tina. Like, all of those people can go fuck themselves. It's really just Tina.
Yes. No, I agree. She's the only person here worth saving. All those other people are fucking dicks and kill me.
Well,
or irrelevant.
I
wasn't
still
talking
say
about like the
no.
bug doctors or anything. Like, I'm not worried about them. I was talking about like the mundane.
The only other person here who
The
wasn't a
people
dick
who were
was
trapped
Ash.
here, who were just kidnapped and brought here.
But that was only Tilly.
I would still, like, out of character, I would still say the all-knowing being would be a good idea, because he can teach us individual spells slowly so he doesn't accidentally kill us. And he could just give us, you know, stuff like that.
Why don't we contact him, huh? Why don't we contact the big fucking round all-knowing being right now?
I mean, so
I would like to.
depending on how things went. Well, hold on. Do I have to?
Casper, you run this
Do I have
place.
to be there for me to?
Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
I mean, she should have the whole, like, whatchamacallit,
What if we contact him? We should bring him
yeah.
right now so he can help us.
Yeah, she should have speaker voice like Colin did, be able to project his voice places. He may not be able to, like, he may not know how to get stuff out of here or anything like that, but he may be able to help us, like, in future, like, just, you know, disappear from here, show up at the temple, we'll give you some information for whatever, you know, stories you want or whatever, and you help us out by, like, teaching us spells, giving us rituals, telling us what certain things do, how to make certain
Giving us
things.
info.
Yeah, giving us info about, like, you know, what kills this, how can we get, you know, combat that, so on and so forth. Because he's not all-knowing, but he does know a lot. He wants to be all-knowing, so he's going to continually learn things, so...
Okay. So we could leave the crystal for now and handle whatever the fuck is going on outside. Take the mind control crystal and deal with the stupid beholder shit. And then I can go back and get the light crystal later after I've had a chance to, like, pull out the stuff that we want. And I can get the bug doctors on retrieving the floors. The people who quote unquote died can be released and their minds will go back to their actual bodies. If that's a thing that I can do.
I feel like that's the best plan we have.
Yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Alright, I'm going to go and grab the mind control crystal.
Because there could be some extra stuff that we could find in here.
So, Azazel, as you walk over to these two crystals, one of them, they're both generally the same size, both of them being about 6 feet in 6 feet tall. One of them is very green, emanating some very positive, what you can feel, very positive vibes, very like whenever you're near this green crystal, you feel a lot more alive and a lot more like filled with like breath and gusto.
I'm really vibing with this green crystal over here.
And then there's the purple crystal right next to it, which isn't really emanating anything, but it can't feel, I will say you can feel a tiny bit of magic coming off of it, but it's not emanating the same kind of stuff the green one is.
So it's probably the purple one.
Yeah, I'm going to do an Arcana check just to double check on the purple and the green, I guess. Okay, plus my Arcana, that's... Shit, get out of this. 18.
Yes. So besides the exponential amount of magic that you can sense off the green one, you can sense a lot of like telepathic, very strong, very like psychic, very mind-powering magic coming off of the purple one.
Yeah, I'll take that. What was the green one specifically?
The green one is...
Is that just for Tina?
No, the green one is the life crystal.
Okay.
You can like large amounts of positive magic and something along the lines of healing and resurrection and kind of like creation magic. It is extremely powerful.
Dope.
This is like, for example, just like the crystal and Tina are both very vital organs to this laboratory.
Don't want to accidentally corrupt the wrong one. So I grabbed the purple crystal.
Yes. You pick up the crystal,
As
holding
best
it.
you can, it's 6 feet.
What?
I said as best you can, it's 6 feet tall.
Holding it with both of your arms, kind of like as much as you can, pick up the purple crystal and walk back over to your friends. As you hold this purple crystal, by the way, I want you to do a perception check.
Like, oh, this thing's 6 feet tall? I thought it was like pocket sized. Okay. Perception check, you said?
Now, the crystal's about as tall as I am.
Oh, damn. Okay, that's my perception. Shit. Oh. That's a 9 total.
Okay, well, holding this crystal, you can hear Angel thinking about food and apples. You can think about Flynn wanting to get the fuck out of there. You hear...
Stay the fuck out of my head.
You hear what V...
Correction, Dungeon Master.
Yes.
Flynn is currently thinking about the man on the wanted poster.
Okay, that is what you actually hear. And with V, you
hear nothing. I have a ring of mind shielding.
You don't hear anything from Flynn or... You don't hear anything from V or Casper.
Yeah, Casper's mind can't be read anyway.
And Barry is just thinking about more shit that he can put on his
Oh,
back.
you two are a bunch of dumbasses. Can't fucking hear anything.
Yes, absolutely. I am one of the dumbest people here.
I mean, if I'm dumb, I can leave you here.
I mean, I really couldn't care either way at this point.
So as you pick up this crystal, and walking towards your friends, and again, like I said, you hear what some of them are thinking. All of you start to look at yourselves, and you notice that you're slowly fading away.
Oh, so I didn't even have to look at us.
Well done. This is new.
And you all wake up back inside of the Beholder's stronghold, the ruins of the other dragon temple.
Did everybody pick their 2 things?
I got
Azazel, you are holding the purple crystal, and the purple crystal does not count as one of your things. You can still take 2 things.
Crickets. No applause. You're just gonna give us crickets, sir?
What?
Casper, I'm offering you a ring of spell storing if you want it.
Oh, thank you.
Feels good.
I need it with
Feels real
my
good.
3 fucking spell slots.
Makes my scales itch.
Well,
we got it!
So,
We fucking made it, man.
you guys.
As you guys wake up, you guys are actually back at full HP, fully rested. This is you guys have actually only been doing for 8 hours.
Can I hear the Beholder's thoughts?
No, you cannot actually. He is looking at you guys though. As he's looking at you guys wake up, he sees you and starts speaking. It's nice to see you're finally awake. You were taking a very long time. I was starting to get worried.
I told you we would do it.
And here you are, my crystal. And as promised, I will give you what you want. Just hand over the crystal.
Should I, guys?
yes, please.
So I think first we need an agreement that we're not going to be the ones that you mind control.
You can tell him that.
I am.
Sure.
I'm not taking a fucking sure. I'm going to need.
I mean, if we're at full health and full magic, I'm pretty sure we can take this fucker if we really want to.
Well, you have the Beholder. You have millions upon millions of kobolds, which, of course, it's just kobolds. But you also have those 2 half man, half scorpion.
They also have Susan hostage if we do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, but Susan's with the little dumb one.
She's also surrounded in the city full of other kobolds.
Of kobolds, though.
She would not survive.
Have some faith.
Either way, the Beholder.
Point being, he can guarantee it, or I can put the crystal back.
The Beholder nods what is his giant floating head.
I need a vocal. Yes.
I need a fucking massage.
And he needs a massage.
I will not.
I'm kidding. I need a piece of a flute, please.
I will give you that flute piece and the Eye of Unbeing once you hand me that crystal.
And you will not use this crystal on us or our loved ones.
Or
No, I will not.
Insight check. I fucked that up. Someone else do it.
Flynn just shoves the crystal out of his hands towards the holder.
No, you fucking don't.
Do a strength check, and you do a dexterity check.
My insight was 20.
No, both of you do a Both of you do a strength check. Sorry.
30-20 for insight.
15.
20.
Alright, you go to knock the crystal out of Zazel's hand, but he holds on tight, and you more so just smack the crystal, hitting your hand against it.
Mine was also.
Who did an insight check on the guy?
Glendon just shakes his head. Glendon just shakes his head and sighs and begins to walk out of this place. Like, whatever, I'm out.
Can't leave.
I feel like he's going to kill you.
Yeah. I know, I was just trying to remember what skill it's from. And then going off the beholders. Yeah, both of you know that he is lying.
That's what I thought.
So what do you want for that guarantee?
First of all, a deal is a deal. You did not say anything about not controlling you. When you first talked to me, all you wanted was the eye on me. A dragon, a piece of a dragon loot. And for this little girl to stay safe.
Okay, well, I'm making a new deal. What do you want for a guarantee that you're not going to mind control us or the people we care about?
The previous deal was for retrieval. This is for handing it over.
Yeah, we have the crystal. We brought it. We did
It's really
exactly.
that easy.
What the deal can be is I can give you escort out of these ruins before that undead army breaks through.
Angel, you would actually know about this. While you were away for a few minutes, or for an hour, actually, I'll say for an hour, the beholder actually showed you the outside of the barrier and how there was this ginormous army breaking down his barrier. Some of them were making it through. You fought a couple of them, but some of the ones that were making it through the scorpion, the half man, half scorpion things, don't remember what they're called, were fighting off some of these creatures, along with some of these kobolds that actually, the beholder and the kobolds both found a hidden defense system within the dragon temple ruins. They were using a giant stone dragon to fight off some of these undead creatures.
Angel's gonna turn. He's gonna be like, guys, this isn't the time, but he's gonna take out Jack's axe and he's gonna be like, Beholder, can you please take this as an offering to not take over our bodies for now?
In the whole world, like,
An axe?
want.
How about you take that axe and smash this crystal?
Well, we're not trying to smash the fucking crystal. We're
Fuck
trying to
this
get
crystal.
out of here before Jingles gets in here and tries to rape all of us and take the shit that we worked so hard.
Whoa.
Exactly. If you do not hand me that crystal, we are all going to die. And I am willing to give you safe passage out of my ruins and stronghold back to your pathetic dragon temple in exchange for that crystal and the other items that you requested.
Okay, I, using the hand that's got Colin's glove on it, so that I'm not personally touching it, I'm gonna pull the cube out of the bag to be like, okay, you can have this. If you don't control us, or like the total of 4 people that we actually care of, and we can fucking leave.
Fine. I will accept this offer.
Okay, fucking violent. Let's go.
You hand him the crystal?
Oh, what was it deal you just made? I was reading a spell right quick.
She was offering that Lament of Configuration, the Hellraiser cube, and she asked for safe passage out, along with the items that you guys want for the
And
crystal.
he's not going to mind control us or the people we care about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joke's on
Let me
him,
go
I
get.
have a whole race of people.
All right. I need to go get Susan. Here. I toss the crystal.
Who needs to go get Susan?
Me, because I'm going there now.
Okay, well, Azazel, you kind of just roll the crystal onto the ground in front of the beholder and start dashing towards the little city of kobolds to go get Susan.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Azazel, you are the only one running to go get Susan. Just wanted to check if anybody else wanted to. The beholder takes the cube, takes the crystal, looks over to the Eye of Unbeing and the piece of the dragon flute, looks at both of the half-man, he looks at a few kobolds who pick up those items and walk over and lay them in front of you guys. While at the same time, he looks at another small group of kobolds, just kind of giving them a look, and they all nod, and they all run off into a direction.
That group of kobolds is going to find you. Escape out of here.
And as he says that, you hear a giant
Gotta go.
Oh, that was the barrier breaking.
jump over to Azazel real quick. Azazel, as you're... What? Okay.
At that point, I'm out.
Yeah, okay, now Casper is running. Azazel with a ginormous head start, though. I'll still go with Azazel. As you're pushing these kobolds out of the way and kicking them out of your way, you manage to slide down and make your way into the city of kobolds, looking around, yelling for Susan. I need you to do a perception check. See if you can find her.
Ooh, that was a good roll. Get my perception out here. That's 24.
Okay. Here. So, looking around, you push again, pushing past some of these kobolds. You do see Susan standing outside of this small little house with Dandy, the little dumb kobold.
Is she doing the Macarena?
Well, Dandy is still dancing. Well, she's actually kind of looking around as like pieces of rock are falling and pieces of the temple are coming apart.
I would like to grab her by the shoulder or the arm or whatever and tell her, "Hey there, we gotta get out of here."
Okay, you grab her. She looks at your hand, looks up at you, and then she starts following. You guys make it out of the city. You, Casper, you come to the edge and you see Azazel and Susan running out of the city and back up to the private sanctum of the beholder inside of the zone.
All right. Do we see the objects lying in front of us?
Well, the rest of the group does. You guys are outside of that room.
Okay.
You had to run past like a bunch of like zoo cages and shit.
Flynn picks up the Eye of Unbeing, tosses it in the air, and looks at V. Here. Maybe you should hold on to this. Tosses the Eye of Unbeing to Regular.
I will absolutely catch that shit and immediately hide it somewhere really safe.
Alright. You guys have the piece of the dragon.
Then hands.
I'm assuming.
Then takes the piece of the dragon fruit and gives it to Angel.
Alright.
It's your shit, brother.
And then Flynn books it. And then Flynn looks at the beholder like, do I need to go ahead and follow the kobolds now or just wait till they get back?
He looks at you guys and says, leave.
Leave now, unless you want to stay and fight.
On it. Boo! Full dash, action, dash.
Yeah, I'm splitting out too.
All right, and I'm assuming Angel, you're also following them. You, and going back to Casper, Susan, and Azazel, who are now just making it back into like the little zookeeping area, running past all of these creatures that are panicking inside of their glass cages, and making it back inside of the beholder's strong room, where all the half man, half scorpion guys are running out of the room to get ready for the fight, and the beholder is kind of like messing with some things, putting some things together. Run past the bill, like look, come to that, and you ask him where your friends went. He points in the direction. You guys.
Did they get the eye?
Yes, they got the eye.
No, I'm talking to the beholder.
He nods and goes back to what he was doing.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
You guys book it at, I'll say for you, Angel, Barry, V, and Flynn. When you guys make it to like the outside of the temple ruins, where you now see like grass, trees, and bushes again, you see the group of kobolds like surrounding this woman that seems to be wearing like a lot of like fur and leather, and she's looking at you guys. Soon after, a few minutes later, this Casper, Susan, and Azazel are there with you. And the lady looks at you guys and she's are you guys the ones that's supposed to take out of here?
Yes, please. No, thank you.
All right. You see her? Yeah, Barry's with you. Barry's with you guys. You guys have all your things?
Where's
I
it?
don't know. Do I have my armor and shit?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I assume we had all our stuff. Like
Yeah.
Running.
As
Running to safety first. Running to safety first.
you guys all see as this woman slowly starts getting on all of her hands and her knees, and you see her skin turning to scales and white scales, and her body getting longer and bigger, and she turns into this ginormous white dragon.
Nice.
very, very interesting.
And she just tells you guys to get on.
Getting on.
On.
You guys got the items, right?
Oh yeah. I have the eye.
Yes.
Good.
No worries, I have the eye. It's safe.
Good. Keep on.
All of you guys hop onto the back of this white dragon as she takes off, flying. All of you guys looking down at the stronghold. Do a perception check for me.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, that's a 19. No, wait. Oh, hold on. That is actually
21 total.
24.
23. 23.
Gotcha. What? Okay. So all of you guys actually see what's going on down there. You see what looks to be an army, almost like bigger than the size of the actual keep, the Beholder Keep that you guys were at. The army is ginormous. And on the other side of that army, you see this ginormous stone dragon sweeping creatures away and smashing them away. You see the half-man, half-scorpion creatures going crazy. And at the same time, you see like tiny little specks, what look to be throwing like small little rocks or things. Just the little kobolds that are also fighting.
Kobolds are actually very brave creatures. They
Do I
just
see?
pretend to be wimps.
Do I see any of the Knights of the Sun down there?
Not. I know kobolds are usually also pretty wimpy and stuff, but there's some of them that are fighting.
No, legit, like they are actually like pretend to be wimps and then like will sacrifice themselves for their entire people. It's really interesting.
Oh, okay.
Where are you taking us?
Back to the Dragon Temple.
Yeah. We did it, guys.
Say that I grabbed the brain.
We did it.
And with that, we all take a nice long rest on this dragon's back.
As you guys
Fully rested anyway.
as you guys make your way back to the Dragon Temple, ending the season of Thoriane. This latest season of Legends of Thoriane. The laboratory.
Oh my god, dude. Virgula, fuck your
Do we level up?
You guys level up again.
Okay.
Huzzah!
Fuck, dude.
And also
Why'd you
make
do
sure
that?
make sure to let everybody. I want you to make sure to let me know which 2 items, like 2 legendary or magical items that you took with you. Laboratory.
The only things I'm taking is the Bloodblack Glaive, that is Blades, Throw-in Vampire Knife, and the Bracers of Archery that Virgula named me. That's it.
Okay. Well, the Bracers of Archery actually don't count because that was something that was made by.
He's talking about like a legendary weapon or something.
Something you actually like found in the laboratory.
Not made there. So like you can have all your healer's kits and stuff.
Okay, then just the Bloodblack Glaive.
Okay, I can give you a potion of speed as well if you would like that.
Would.
There you go, a potion of speed. I took the quiver, the wand quiver of, or the wand sheath of spell storing, and the fucking chainsaw, because chainsaw.
Yes.
You can give me the ring of spell storage.
Yeah.
Oh, Cody.
Yes.
Wait.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wait, sorry.
Yes.
Flynn can have that beast thing, the animal handling thing that I found.
Oh.
Thank you. That would be
Okay. Appreciate it.
Anything super
I
relevant?
got a new arcane shot ability.
We finally did it. Fuck this. Fuck that lab.
For real.
I'm so glad that we're out of there, dude.
Holy shit, guys. We did it. Jacob, thank you for putting us through this.
We did it!
Oh.
Jasper, one last thing before we finally finish. I want you to do an investigation check on that guy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This fucking gemstone dice gives me a shitty roll and maybe
That means they were meant for me. And only me.
that means I'm returning.
No. Do you remember what your investigation was?
That's fine.
So it's 11. I will go ahead and tell you the most obvious thing about this gauntlet, besides the cosmetics and the looks of it. As you go to like turn it around, look at the palm, the back of the hand of the gauntlet, the very tips of each one of these syringes. As you go to like take it off and to look on the inside, you realize that it can't come off of your head.
That's it.
The gauntlet is permanently attached to
Guys, check this out. I can now turn any ammunition, arrows or whatever, into magical arrows now, right? I also have curve shot. I can shoot around corners like Wanted now.
Did you guys manage to get your pets?
Yes, I have my, well, yeah, I think I have my pet back. I'll have to see about my infusions. No, I have it, like, it's with me, but like, it might just be in gem form right now, because I may not have the infusion slots. I'll have to double check that.
What about Flynn's falcon?
Well, that was one of the things that.
Yeah,
Well, that's if you remember, one of the things that when you guys got there, you had to sacrifice items that you had for information. I think the gemstone that you had was one of those.
No,
Yeah, you could give him the gem because once it was out of your possession, it would just be a basic ass gem, and you could make another one.
Oh yeah. No, I thought I traded him my. Yeah, I traded him my wand and that. Yeah, okay. Yep. That's okay. I have a buttfuck ton more gems. By the way, Jacob, send me that list of gems, and I will put them in my inventory.
Of course, of course.
So, do you guys want to hear the cool shit I got now?
Yeah.
I can summon 2 cannons at once now, and it does not say they have to be the same cannon.
Ooh.
And whenever we're within 10 feet of those cannons, we get a half cover because of a shimmering field of magic.
Nice.
Very nice.
So what's the plan after? Once we get back to the temple.
After... Oh. Well, that's up for the chosen one to decide, I guess. Unless you guys want to go searching for a new crystal.
Oh, dude, when we get back, I need to get that eye, and then I need to get the fuck on with my mission.
Well, I hardly remember what we have to do with Angel's fucking missions. I remember that we have to get the flutes, and then we have to go do something. We have to go find the home of the dragons, and bring back an army of dragons.
And an army of dragons. Virgula still needs to find Joshua.
And that fucking goddamn city.
Yep. Azazel needs to take his eye on being and take it on his mission to accomplish everything that needs to be done with the
everything part.
Yes. And Flynn needs to meet up with the man who wronged him and find Celine and everybody's
dead, by the way. That was not her.
No. Colin did tell Casper that Celine and Catatini that was not them. He did tell them.
Well, in my opinion, let's just stretch and kick back on a white dragon. It's not like everybody gets to ride one of these twice in a lifetime.
For me, this is a first, but a very welcome one.
When we
You see V scrubbing at his boots, getting the runes off, and starts scratching runes back into his staff, which slowly starts to look more and more like a goddamn rifle.
Jacob, can I do a history check and see if I remember where the Knights of the Sun's main headquarters in Thoriane currently is?
Yes. Do a history check.
Okay, that's 13 proficient. Alright. History. 24.
You remember that their headquarters are within the confines of Octunder, and they have a secondary headquarters, which is where sometimes big things go down in there. Is located within the city of Zorothin, the main city of Zorothin.
Okay.
So there's 2 headquarters.
So I'm gonna have to head there. Alright.
Well,
Dope.
give your guys selves one more round of applause for finishing my done.
Nice. Nice.
So
You guys did an amazing job.
remember when Jacob thought this was gonna be the last season?
Yeah.
When he thought that we were going to be able to get through that lab in like 10 sessions or less.
Tops.
I very much misjudged that.
As does happen, to be fair, it is a very difficult thing to keep track of.
Hey, it was all worth it in the end. Everybody gets to go home with something and some incredible items and several level ups.
Indeed. Who here enjoyed my whole
Heck
speech
yeah.
that I had for fucking Colin?
Well,
I
I
loved it. I loved the amount of like work that you put into it.
yeah, he showed me it before, but he clearly worked on it more. After.
Oh yeah.
Very emotional.
There were different things, like it's gone through a few iterations. The first one was the one I showed to Noah and I think to Eston, but I don't remember if that was the first iteration or not. But I went back and looked at it and was like, nah, I can make this better. And like in one sitting went through and made it this big glorious thing, and then last session I added that part about the Titan.
Yeah, I was about to say that thing about the Titan sounded like that was it would have had to have been a very recent thing.
Oh yeah. Did you enjoy my reference to you being a frickin' DM?
Yes. I said while you were saying that, I said like I felt like I was personally being attacked here.
I thought that was a fun little joke just to throw in there, just a little jab. Like,
Joke.
hey, as a DM, I can fully embrace that, like that little joke compliment thing myself. So.
All right. So everybody is now at level 15.
Oh my gosh.
For what it's worth, I can make my familiar out of a pearl or a diamond right now, so I could have my fucking fox going around again. He just wouldn't be blue, he'd be like pearlescent.
Alright, so on our to-do list. Dragon Army, Alucard, and then Jingles.
Also Joshua.
Oh yeah, and Joshua.
Oh yeah, Joshua big time.
I'm sure we can deal with Flynn shit in the middle of one of those, because we're going to be going all over the place.
Well, Flynn's shit is going to involve one of the crystals, one of the 3 crystals that you need to find.
Yeah. Was the Crystal of Life one of those crystals that we needed to find on that?
Yes.
Yeah, so we have to go back and get that eventually.
Well, I have to.
Yeah. You guys only know of 2 of those crystals. You don't know what the 3rd one is. One of them is the life crystal, and another one is the strength crystal.
Do we know who has that one? Is that...
I do.
Your history. Oh, you do. Okay.
Okay, well we can keep this in conversation.
No. Flynn knows his shit. Flynn can do a history check for you with his time being tortured.
You can do a history check and remember where the strength crystal is.
That would be a grand total. Wow, my history is total garbage. 18.
You remember that it is within the city of Margoe, specifically in the hands of a warrior.
What, the dwarf city?
Yes, the dwarven city of Margoe.
Okay.
So the dwarves have the crystal of strength.
So, I might know where that 3rd crystal is. I might have a hint, or at least I might know someone who knows where, but she's insane. So. Well,
we'll find out what to do next season.
Of the Legends of Thoriane.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my god. Fuck you, Jacob. That was amazing.
You're welcome. Fun.
Oh man. I can't believe I killed the Titan and Tina. Those are the two I should not have survived.
I didn't even use my 5th or 6th level spell slots. I'm so mad.
Jacob, you're gonna have to watch out, man. Your D&D characters. You're gonna have to be extra careful.
I knew that from the very beginning. I knew that from the very beginning. That's why I'm keeping my stone dice, because they're gonna help me.
Keep those away from him.
I need these for cracks.
Boys and girls. Oh, I hope you guys, refresh yourself on your character sheets. Cough, cough, cracks.
But I'll ask that later. All right, well, we're gonna end that here. Because we're done.
Farewell.
Adios.
We're done. We'll be back next. We'll be back next season.
操られた糸の先は